You have to walk through the keep smelling. Are you sure you can cope with that?
I mean, yes, I'll probably smell, but however, I'm still beautiful.
It's okay, as long as there's a river nearby, I can give you a shower.
Thank you, Leo.
And everyone.
Yeah, I'm sure you say that to all the hookers.
Hello and welcome to Drathnor Keep episode 4. Today we will be continuing with our 1 to 20, and may it be a very exciting adventure. Today playing with me I have Kira.
Hello, my name is Kira, and I will be playing Lucius Claudius Festorius, the currently now Winter Eladrin monk.
I have Josh, or Josh97.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm playing Maverick, who is a necromantic sorcerer.
I have Jamal.
My character's Leovold, wild magic sorcerer.
I have Matt.
Hello, I am playing Rook, who is an orc barbarian.
And I have Elora.
Hi, I'm playing Kenna. She's a ranger.
I also have Cal, who is playing Brother Alari Slade, but he's going to be late to today's session. So we shall briefly remove him from his lovely little place on the screen, and we will continue without him. It is fair to say that he is with you in general, but just chilling, and he's having a quiet day. Should you require him in combat, he will assist you. Okay, a brief recap of last session. Last session, Maldranic had asked you to go and investigate a goblin cave nearby where there was some trouble, which wasn't allowing him to collect his purple mushrooms that he used for spellcasting. Off you trotted and defeated them, the mighty goblins, and you retrieved your rewards, which you then doled out. I believe you also went and did a bounty off the bounty board. A record for the players in this campaign and for all other campaign watchers. Bounty boards in my games always have 3 quests on them. No matter what, they are inexhaustible. If you sit there and do bounties every session, I'll be perfectly fine with that, but leveling up will happen really slowly. Because I will be really bored. But in general, we went and cleared up a bounty for Farmer McGee's house. There was trouble at Farmer McGee's house, but you didn't know what. You went there, found a demonic effigy in place of his scarecrow, and when you investigated him and his wife more closely, you discovered that they were doppelgangers. You defeated the doppelgangers and laid the original bodies to waste.
They were worshipping Pazuzu.
They were worshipping Pazuzu, you're not wrong. You put the original bodies to rest. You also discovered that one of these doppelgangers was the thief that had been looked for in town. And amongst various items, you found Karnuk's mithril braces of strength. Unfortunately, being non-dwarvish, none of you were able to make use of them, so at some point you might return them. And we resume. You went to bed at the end of last session in the Regal Squire Inn, Mikhail's Inn, where you had previously freed him of his singing ghost, and he therefore has allowed you to stay there for free whenever you wish. Some of you decided to make your permanent residence in these inn rooms. And we resume at approximately 4 a.m. You're all fast asleep. But Kenna, you are woken up by the sound of cracking and a small whimpering. You look over to your haversack and you realize that the sounds are emanating from inside.
So excited. I jump up and I run over to the bag and I pull out the egg from inside.
As you take the egg from the bag, you see that it is hatching. From within the cracks, you see the most beautiful deep reds and thin lines of gold. Slowly, as she pops her head up through the edge of the dragon egg and the egg falls away, you see the most beautiful miniature drake emerging from inside the egg. She throws back her head and lets out a small caw, and a little bit of flame and a little bit of smoke comes out. Just a tiny bit. Kenna, she is not actually a fire drake, is she?
She is.
Oh,
yes.
she is a fire drake, right? I was just confirming. I was just checking up on that. Yeah, there you go. You have a pet dragon in hand.
Hello, little one. I'm going to grab some of my rations out of a bag and just kind of pull out a little bite-sized piece.
She looks mildly unimpressed at the fact the meat is not alive, but otherwise okay. And just a heads up, from now on, that I will not at any point be voicing said dragon. Should you wish to voice said dragon, you're more than welcome to do it yourself. You can even hire one of your other players to do so. But I will not be voicing said dragon. Because caca is not the noise that dragons make. And that's the only noise I had. At some point I'll get a little sound pad and we can have it raw, but for now, what would you like to name your little dragon? Dragon or Drake? Let's have the correct terminology here.
Dragon.
Okay, what would you like to name her?
I'm going to call her Shakar.
Shakar. And what? Just out of curiosity, why did you choose that name? It has a meaning, does it not?
It means dawn.
Beautiful. Beautiful. As Kenna spends the next couple of hours bonding with, how do you say that name?
Shakar.
Hakar.
Shakar.
Oh, Shakar, sorry. Shakar, as you spend the next couple of hours bonding with Shakar, the rest of you begin to awaken to the sounds and hustle and bustle in the kitchen. And yeah, it's now approximately 6:37 a.m.
We wake up to the hustle and bustle of the kitchen that's downstairs.
Yeah, there's sort of quite a lot of rattling and noise going on. It's a bit unusual for the Regal Squire Inn.
Too early. Too early. Need hours more sleep.
Rook, you hear a rapping at your door.
I will quickly get up as I am a very early bird. I will open the door.
And
Hello?
You are greeted by the bar girl, Rosie, barmaid Rosie. She says, I'm so sorry, but would you guys mind taking breakfast in your rooms today? We have a party downstairs. They arrived a couple of hours ago. We weren't quite prepared for this. Some of the Lord's friends.
Can we join?
Not a sort of yay party, as in a party of people. So there is a large group who've just arrived and they've descended upon all the tables. So they're sort of busy feeding them. Would you mind taking breakfast in your rooms today? Perhaps if you want to choose someone's room, I might bring the meals all up together if you want to have breakfast together.
Yeah, I'll go round everyone up. We'll come back into here.
Okay, lovely. Thank you very much. I'll bring you all the trappings. We've prepared extra interesting items for breakfast this morning. We've even sourced some stuff from, shit, the name's gone. Bear with me a second. I thought I had this note already open. I think Lucius probably is more likely to know the name than I am. Big fan of the local restaurant. Courtney. Got it. We've even sourced some breakfast from Courtney's, so real luxuries and delicacies on breakfast this morning, but unfortunately, if you could take it in your room, so I'd really appreciate it.
Not a problem. I have a question. Is this the same girl that likes Maverick?
No. She was a serving girl in the keep.
Oh, never mind.
Also, that said girl didn't like me, right?
She did like you, but it wasn't her that handed you the money that had a bad note in it. Alamore.
Right.
Was that?
Right.
But yeah, she liked the look of you.
I'm gonna go down the hall and knock on Leovold's door.
Must I?
No.
It's time to get up, eat breakfast. We gotta stay upstairs in our rooms today, though. There's a bit of a gathering going on downstairs. I don't exactly know what it is, but we gotta eat up here today.
Okay.
You mind go getting Lucius, and I'll get Kenna and Maverick.
Give me like 15 minutes. Get up.
Within 3 minutes, she is already at your door, Rook, serving breakfast.
Well, Leovold, you might go into the day on an empty stomach today, and I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. I'm up.
Rosie turns to you all. Good morning, guys. Just to let you know, Brother Alari will be joining the party downstairs today. These are relatives of his. And he will be spending the day with them. As far as he asked me to let you guys know, go on without him. And he also left a strange note. And he hands this to Maverick. She hands this to Maverick.
I take the note and read it.
Okay, scrawled really badly. You'd never believe this guy was a cleric. In sort of really bad spelling and like large letters, it just says, "Don't forget Rebus." I believe the guy is called Robus, but he called him Rebus.
Oh, did Leovold write this out? Okay.
No, Brother Alari did. Oh, I see. Sorry, that was the joke there. Yep, okay, so...
Thank you for ruining said joke.
Sorry, brain went... whoop. Yeah, so he's going to be spending the day with his relatives who are downstairs.
Okay, guys, Alari's spending his day with relatives.
Well, there goes our cleric. So no one get hurt too badly.
We'll be fine. I have my potion.
Yes. You have your potion, I guess. Robus, as a thank you and as a sorry, I would like to.
Sorry, Lucius, I'm very confused. Robus is in a different tavern right now. You are.
Oh, I forgot he did leave.
Telepathically, yeah, he's in the Dirty Minstrel Tavern. Robus is staying at
Lucius, who are you talking to?
Yeah. He's staying at a slightly less aristocratic tavern, which is surprising given his family history, but perhaps not given the fact that he's waiting for permanent lodging and we don't know where his income's coming from right now.
I'm sorry, Maverick. I don't really know. And did you do something different with your hair today? You look very different. Whatever it does, it works.
You know, I could say the same about your eyes.
What are you talking about?
Well, never mind.
Sorry, we're going to lose cameras for 2 seconds.
You see is, you're going to see my face gets serious, like quite serious. What are you talking about?
Your eyes, they're blue.
I'm going to rush and find a spoon, like the brightest spoon there is, and I'm going to like
You mean to tell me you don't carry a personal face mirror?
No, I don't. No, this is the wrong coat. I'm going to rub the spoon and then look.
Okay, you see that you have eyes of the deepest blue. No, is it deepest blue or bright blue?
Ice.
Ice blue, sorry. Apologies.
You mean this isn't on purpose?
No. I'm sorry, but I may have to go.
Go where? What's happened?
I need help. Do any of you know Minor Illusion?
Nope.
No.
I do.
Can you change these back to black?
Yep.
Can I?
I will allow that.
Okay, I can try. It
Please,
will
Leopold.
have a very, very short duration, so if you need to go somewhere, you're going to have to run.
Okay. Thank you.
You'll have a minute from the moment I finish this, so I hope you don't have to go far.
Where are you headed once this is cast, Lucius?
I think I would run to Celine.
I could
Just a heads up, you ain't getting there in a minute. Yeah,
I
you just, unless your movement speed is 450 foot, you ain't getting there in a minute. But go
40.
Yes, thought it might be. Just a quick heads up as well. The reason Maverick's appearance is mentioned and the reason why you see this picture in the middle of your screen is that Maverick has actually race changed from the beginning. This is actually my fault, not his. I suddenly realized that Josh's race he effectively rolled one of the BBEGs. And we hadn't clicked because he just gone, I'm a Shadow Kai, and I've gone, That sounds great. And then I'd done some research into the Shadow Kai, and I was like, well, shit. So we thought the easiest solution to this was for him to raise change. So you are officially now actually just human, correct?
Yeah, just human.
Yeah.
He's still I mean, his backstory is different, but apart from that,
Yeah,
he's
there will be
basically
no
the same
change in
person.
personality. There
Yeah,
may be a few
no.
changes in sort of slight mechanical stuff. There's a slightly different subclass going on, slightly different spellcast, but we'll come to that as we
Yeah.
go. But I just wanted to make people aware of this. Lucius, bang, spells on you, get running.
Yeah.
Hang on, before you go, I'm
Oh.
going to
Run with me. Run with me.
yeah, I'll come with you and I'll maintain this as much as I need, just recasting as we go.
Thank you, Lizos.
This is not the sort of morning I was hoping for, but we'll do it. We'll work with it. We'll make something happen.
I really don't know how to get rid of this picture. Hey, there we go.
There you go.
I was desperately trying to get rid of the picture. Sorry. So you both. I'm assuming now that you don't have to sprint, you are walking briskly.
No, I believe I'm still sprinting.
You're still sprinting.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully, Levo can keep up.
Level, good luck keeping up.
Wait. Are we?
Excuse
Wait.
me.
Are we all together?
I'll
Nope.
be back, Maverick. I'll be back.
Lucius is just going to run.
Okay.
Every now and again, you slow ever so slightly for Leopold to catch up and place his hand on your shoulder, restoring the spell. Finally, as you get into the keep, you enter, you go to the right, you go up the spiral staircase, you go onto the first floor, second door on the left, you rap on the door, and in her usually disheveled state, sort of feather boa over her shoulder, wearing a slightly adjaunt hat and a very strange mixture of dress over a pair of workers' men trousers and a pair of high heels. Celine comes to the door and, good morning.
Celine, I have a request. Hopefully, you can fill it.
Oh, pray tell.
And I'll ask
She
Levo
ushers
to-
you in and sort of waves her hand at the room behind her, which was its previously disheveled mess. And
Would you like me to?
you see a table with two
leave
chairs.
You both.
I think it's fair to say Celine has assumed you can just not come in because she's given a chair with two tables and she's already got her back to you.
Very well.
She was never one for social niceties.
Yeah, Levo. Hopefully, it shouldn't take too long. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll. Is it? Would you like me to wait here, or would you rather I go back to the tavern?
No, you can join the others.
Okay.
I'll find you all.
I'll head back then.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
And I'll walk into Celine's house.
Okay. As you join her in her room, it's just the two of you sat at the table, and she sits down and she sort of hand on her chin and she looks across at you. Something bothering you, Lucius?
Celine, I assume now that it only takes a minute for the spell to drop.
Yeah, I'd say we'll give it a 20-30 seconds, and there you are, ice blue eyes.
Celine, this may sound strange. However, is it possible for you to do an enchantment that'll keep my eyes black?
Why on earth would you want to do that? Those look wonderful.
No. I once belonged to a particular clan of elves. Do you know of the Eladrin?
I do. You didn't think that your true nature was a secret, did you? I mean, amongst the higher-ups in the keep.
Others know.
Yes, of course. Only myself, Maldranik, the Lord, the Lady. You know that full records are made here, and we don't slack in our research.
So,
But only the higher-ups, and we're quite good at keeping a secret.
well, so do you know my true name?
Does she know her? No. I do not, though Maldranik does. We
Maldranik.
saw no reason to share more than necessary. Maldranik and I assume the Lord and Lady would know, but nobody else.
Okay.
A doppelganger, Jesus. That is a terrifying animal.
Yes. If at all possible, can you give me something that'll keep my eyes black?
I've got to be honest with you, dear child. I cannot. However, there is something we can do. One moment, and she sort of turns to a mirror on her wall. She sits it in front of her, and she sort of runs her hand over it. And you see Danietta, the one of the saleswomen in town, but also a fair, mighty wizard. Danietta, is there any chance you could come through? And we need a vial of black ink, if you would, squid ink, ideally. Danietta sort of doesn't look particularly surprised by this 8 a.m. mirror call, and as Celine sort of drags the mirror with her hands and expands into a door, sort of full-size mirror, and out of it steps Danietta into the room. And Celine very briefly explains your situation. Doesn't say anything of your heritage whatsoever, merely says that you wish to change your eye colour and describes it as a mishap of an enchantment. And with this, Danietta then responds, well, the operation to change this is not permanent. It'll last a month. And, my friend, this will hurt. And I mean hurt. So the process is that with a mixture of magic and medicine, we will inject the ink into your eyes. And then use magic to hold it in place.
Well, I'm not averse to pain. Whatever it takes.
Okay.
Didn't think I'd be doing this today, but I guess I have no choice.
Celine apologizes and then holds your arms down next to the chair and uses magic to restrain your arms. She gives you a block of wood to bite down into. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's a 19.
Lucky you can still see properly. Yeah, this is excruciating. Consider it 8 points of piercing damage. And it is excruciating. But sort of after only a minute passes. That is a fat nope from Alora. Fantastic, I love it. After a moment, about a minute or so, your sight is restored.
Celine, Diana, thank you.
I just realised, you guys haven't actually seen Celine, have you?
No.
No, we haven't.
We have a picture of Celine in her non-crazy
This is-
lady get-up. Let me
If
just...
this is just a picture of Celine Dion, I'm going to be really upset.
I wish it was. I really wish it was. That was a brilliant idea, but it's not. No, I just suddenly realised that actually I haven't brought the image of Celine onto screen, so you haven't seen it. We do have a crazy lady picture for her somewhere that Dogmom has done, but I can't find it right now, so I will just pull up the standard Celine picture. But when Celine gets wizardy, Celine looked like this.
Damn.
Oh,
Celine's that
damn.
young?
This is the point. The older stuff is all an illusion. Celine is also an elf, by the way.
Damn,
yeah,
she
so I think
pretty.
you knew that. Yeah, she's very pretty. And when she comes into her, when she lets down all her strange old lady get up, yeah, she quite nice. So anyway, yeah, that's it's safe to say that you survived this operation. You can see perfectly. Lucky you. I really didn't think you were going to roll DC 18 Constitution saving throw on it. And you do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think Celine would know this. Celine gestures towards the ceiling and the walls, turns out all the torches. And what you see is not what you'd normally see. So in the past with dark vision, you were able to see slightly more clearly in the dark light, but not particularly strangely. What you now see is in the infrared spectrum.
Oh.
So you are seeing heat as opposed to light, and to you that would be a completely rainbow view of the world.
Yeah. What is?
And she says, I had thought to warn you about this, but then really didn't know how to explain it. I I actually believe this will come in quite useful for you, but I understand it might look a bit strange. She gestures and the lights come back up. Perhaps some practice on your own might be worthwhile. The squid ink would have killed your dark vision, so instead we have given you a spell of true seeing at night, which will allow you to see in the infrared spectrum. This is better than being blind at night, we figured. Something you clearly weren't used to, so... Yes, you'll have to come once a month. For reference, it is currently the 24th of October. And we will be following the human calendar because, quite frankly, I just can't be dealing with a different calendar. That would throw me off completely. So we're doing a human calendar, so it is the 24th of October currently, and you will need to come before the 24th each month, should you wish to maintain this disguise.
Celine, thank you. I can't express what this means.
You know, child, it's not always best to hide your heritage. I know that's a bit rich coming from myself, but I have my purposes. Sometimes you should take pride.
It's not that I hate who I am.
No?
I can't be myself until I've killed those in my past.
Well, we all have demons in our past, child. Some of us choose not to hide from them. And some of us hide exquisitely, if I might compliment myself. I know how that feels. But, at least with your friends, perhaps consider some honesty. And you can always turn to myself, Maldranik, Danieta here, and the Lord and Lady here.
I nod to Daniela. Those words, they struck a chord. They won't fall on deaf ears.
Good. I appreciate it. And you know there is another option. Should you wish to disguise your eyes. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but... And she holds out a pair of spectacles, proper spectacles. Says, enchanting the spectacles may be simpler, but less effective, especially if they're knocked off in battle.
Well, I don't mind taking those off your hands.
No, this was an offer, a gesture, a gift. They don't give you any improvement to your vision, but they will at least allow you to disguise your vision. You have those of magical wheel within your party, correct?
Yes, I do.
Any minor illusion cast on these glasses will last 24 hours.
Thank you.
And,
thank you so much.
Child, I believe it's breakfast time, if you wouldn't mind. She gestures towards the door.
Yeah. I'm just gonna straighten up, fix my coat. Well, Lady Celine, if you don't mind, I'll be leaving you.
Good luck to you, child.
Thank you. Now, make my way back to my friends.
Okay. Picking up Leovold on the way, or Leovold, did you return immediately to the breakfasting room?
I'll just slow ramble, not
Okay,
rushing or
it's
anything.
fair to say that Leovold, you arrive at the tavern before anybody else has come downstairs, and as you enter in, you see a large clan of dwarves. And this is clearly the party that was referred to, and you see Brother Alari breakfasting with 3 of them. Perhaps not blood relatives. Mikhail comes over and says, "Oh, good morning, Leovold. I hope your breakfast was appropriate. I'm sorry for the noise this morning. This here is the Dunderbar clan. That is, Dundee Bar. The Dunderbar clan. And if I can pull up the map, I will show you exactly where the Dunderbar clan are from. So let's bring up an Aldessa map and... Oh, no. Not that one. Let me bring you a proper Aldessa map. Sorry for the change in image. We really have to find a way for me to be able to use Discord without ruining your cameras. We should have this already. Why do we not have this already? There we go. Sorry. So, yeah. The Dwarves of Dunderbar are from down in Pozutna. And just on the sort of very edge of Pozutna and Halgania. And they are quite well known in Halgania as the miners of some of the most rich adamantine. Or adamantite, I'm really not sure which one it is. But anyway,
Interesting.
this is who they are. And this here, and he points to one particular dwarf, is Ivan Dunderbar, and he is the lord of the clan. And yes, they've come to visit our Lord Bantus. And sort of, he looks at you and he kind of, oh, hello, lad.
Morning.
And
Morning.
that's all you're getting out of him. He's walked back off to his breakfast table.
Mhm.
He's they're clearly not a very social type, and they go back to speaking in Dwarvish. Which is very strange. Brother Ilari is a Genasi, as you know. Doesn't appear to speak any Dwarvish. But he seems quite at home amongst them.
Well, I'm not one to pry in their conversations, even if I very well could. But yeah, breakfast was very good, thank you.
Okay. Yep, at this point, you return to the room. Lucius, you also arrive back. Are given the same brief introduction to Lord Ivan Dunderbar, and also gestured up towards the stairs, and you are regathering in your room.
Lucius, where'd you go?
Hello, Rook. I went to go see Celine.
Why?
Quite forward this morning.
Hey, just we're eating breakfast. You just run off.
Well, if you're going to have this conversation, I need a drink first.
There's both a pot of coffee and a pitcher of wine upon the table.
Huh. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you, God above. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the wine,
Grab myself some coffee as well.
sit back, cross my legs, lean back for a second, and look up. Then I'll look back with the most serious of faces. This is a face you usually see me have when I'm in battle, when I'm fighting. Well, I guess it's high time you all knew. I know you all know me as Lucius Claudius Astorius. Lucius, of course. Lucius is not my real name. And I'm not some... Oh, I am a nobleman's son, yes. But I think you all knew that I was adopted, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I come from a small elven village. And as I'm talking, I'm going to take off my shirt and show the tattoo on my back with the gem in the center. And then as I talk, I'm going to completely drop my accent. I come from a village of Eladrin elves. The reason why my eyes were blue this morning, when we reach of age, at least in my village, how much do you know about the Eladrin elves?
I don't know much.
Okay. Well,
Actually, in fairness, Leopold may know very few bits of your story, but everybody else wouldn't have a clue.
okay.
Depending on how... actually, Leopold, you had no contact with your mother, did you? No, none of you have a clue. None of you are elves.
I would have had some, but not the
Not
biggest
enough
amount.
to be trained in elven heritage. Yep, okay, cool. No,
Only the most brief of knowledge. Not
you may have heard the
something-
name, but nothing more.
Yeah. Only that, yeah.
So,
Just in passing.
we Eladrin elves are different than others. We are more in tune with the Fae. And we're more in tune with the seasons. Depending on who we are and how in tune we are, it depends on the current season we begin to change. And I'll do something that I usually won't do. I'll take my hair and slightly rub it and you'll see some of it comes off. The black comes off. And you'll see that currently the color is like this, it's like a cerulean, I guess you can call it. We mix with the seasons. My eyes were ice blue because I'm currently in my wintry state, and that's mostly because of my cold disposition to everybody. But it also kind of makes me a little dangerous. My village, they have this ritual where it keeps the village in almost a constant state of summer. What it takes, this ritual is called the choosing. Well, this on my back, it has to choose you once you come of a certain age. Once it chooses you, you're locked away for at least a century, at least. By the time you come out, what this thing does, while it's there, it'll pull your life force, thus keeping the village in summer. On the night I escaped. I ended up also taking my father's eye in a fight. And as I say that, you can see that Lucius has this, well, I have this 1,000-yard stare. And I'm sure that eventually he'll come for me. But I'm so sorry. He's not my only father. In Maladeth, after I escaped from him, I began to work for this, I guess you can call them a mob. Mostly protecting them when they were on missions and such. I guess you can call him, the leader himself was my father. But by then I went by a different name. And I'm just so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because if anything were to actually happen to any of you, because of me, I could never forgive myself.
Why would you be sorry? You haven't done anything.
It's not your fault, though. You've all protected me.
It's not your fault either. You didn't choose to have the tail.
I know. What?
So,
We all protect each other. You remember the amount of times I accidentally set stuff on fire?
I do, I've counted.
The amount of people whose ears have been lost from my accidents.
I've also counted.
Incidents or ears?
Both.
Either.
Well,
Both.
I guess I'll just tell you one thing. Well, my real name. It's not Lucius. It's Killian.
Killian.
That is a way cooler name.
Yeah, but with my father willing to sacrifice me, I wanted to get rid of it. And, well, trust me, I'd much rather have the name Lucius. That man was a great man. As far as I'm concerned, he's my real father.
And you'd rather us protect your identity as well, I'm guessing.
Well, if my father were to were to show up, I'd much rather take care of it myself. I'll kill that man. As well as the other. And at that point, I just down the entire wine cask and pour another. Not the cask, but my bottle, and then I'll drink another.
It's like 7 in the morning, right?
No, it's now
Yes.
possibly
To be-
10:30.
to be-
Yeah,
to be
this is
fair-
quite the conversation for 7 in the morning.
To be fair, I could do with one of those wines as well.
I'll-
What have you been
I'll
through?
take one.
Coffee and wine, give me it all.
But you know
Grab
what?
myself a glass of wine and down it.
You know, this also, I guess, comes with perks. I'm gonna spend 2 key points, and I will cast Burning Hands.
Where?
What?
Just let it to just go up slightly and just almost hit the roof and then come back down.
Okay, so like it's a display, right? Okay, sorry, I thought you were about to set someone
James,
on fire,
your mic's muted.
but it's not.
Well,
Oh.
Killian,
On Discord, sorry. Yep, gotcha.
should we still refer to you as Lucius or Killian now?
I'll take the time and put my clothes back on and fix my jacket. Yes, Rook, if you would mind, do me the favor and please continue to refer to me as Lucius.
Whatever you want. But it seems you are not the only person that has had some problems with their father.
Oh, great. I'm going to go ahead, take another glass, pour the wine, pass it straight over to you because this deserves a wine, my friend.
Well, see, unlike you, I don't actually know much about my father, and my mother took me away at a very young age. She did not want me to grow up in the ravish, orcish lifestyle, and that's what brought me here when I was just a young infant. So I don't know him at all. And my mother, she does not tell me much about him. But the one thing that I have been able to pick up over the years is he is looking for us, and he is looking for me to take me back. And this day will come eventually, but until then, I'm just going to continue on with my day-to-day life.
I'm going to reach across and just give you like the camaraderie handshake, at the forearm.
Yeah.
If your father comes for you, you won't be alone. Trust me.
I know you have my back, as well as the rest of you.
Most definitely.
I will take the glass that you hand me. I will chug it as well.
If God could interrupt for one moment, Kenna, I'm not suggesting you share any daddy issues, but where is your dragon right now?
In my backpack.
You're hiding it.
Through my hair.
Okay, so the party have not yet been introduced to your drake.
No.
Okay, right, cool. I
Well-
was just checking that it wasn't just like flying around the room and I hadn't even realised. Right, carry on.
Well, I'll do what I can to help both of you as well. We've had one innocent die before us already, and I certainly don't want to see any more innocent people get hurt.
Thank you, Leopold. And
I've had no sleep last night. I've been up just dealing with these nightmares of replaying this man murdered before us just so viciously, and I don't want this to happen to anyone else again.
well, you don't have to worry about Leopold. If you were to set another chicken coop on fire or kill somebody, I would either help you hide the body or knock some sense into you. One of the two. Your choice.
Either would be welcome.
Okay.
While we're sharing,
Oh, your father too? Okay.
no, well, no, nothing really about that. It's more to do with something that I received a few days ago that might be a small issue, or, well, And I just kind of reach behind it and move my hair out of the way so they can see the dragon just kind of looking at them.
What?
Can we get just a brief idea of size? This is sort of perhaps 10 inches in height? 8?
Small, yeah.
Yeah, it's about 8 inches in height. Yes. Yes,
What?
about like dragon like this.
What in the world is that?
Clever girl. It's a
Dragon.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
Only Leovold in this world doesn't know what a dragon looks like, by the way. The rest, everybody else was well aware it was a dragon. Leovold, bemused, thought it was a cow.
No, it's just he wouldn't have actually seen a dragon
True.
in person, would he? I mean,
No, but
let's be real.
No, but
They have
storybooks,
books.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
It's a dragon. Anyway, carry on. As you were.
First of all, Kenna, that is one of the fucking cutest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
He
it's
is rather
beautiful.
adorable. A few days ago, I was given a gift. This bag that you know that I've had with me. It came with an egg and a message and some notes. It seems at some point a wizard had enchanted a dragon egg. I think he died before he could actually make use of his enchantments. It appears to bond the baby dragon to a person.
It's bonded to you right now.
Yes, I think.
So, let me just get this straight. Whilst we were out killing goblins and walking around Drathnor Keep and fighting giant rats, that was in your bag.
Mm-hmm.
In egg form, right?
Well, yeah. Not like this. This is new. Yeah.
Okay, I need another drink. Okay. But that's amazing, Kenna.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't think we should tell many people.
Oh no.
I worry a lot.
I think not telling people is a very good idea as well. I think telling nobody is a very good idea. This could be
Speaking of telling nobody, there's a knock
amazing,
at the door.
Dragon
I'd-
down, dragon down.
Recover my hair around the dragon.
Rosie, I'm
hello?
so sorry to interrupt. Can I clear breakfast? Is that okay?
Sure, Rosie. Is everyone done?
Would you leave me some
Take it.
bacon?
Aye.
Can I make a animal handling check for me, please? With advantage.
I dropped that, but okay, that works. I believe that is 23.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're fine. The table is cleared. She scrapes up all the plates. No sneezes coming from our young Drake. And then,
Rosie,
Yes?
this is gonna sound weird. Could you possibly bring up a steak, raw?
Sure.
Thank you,
Okay.
Rosie.
She
Thank you very
nods and
much.
she knows it's her position not to ask questions, but my god, is she confused. Off she trots, and she returns within a couple of minutes with a steak, raw. As she hands it to you, she goes to hand you a knife to cut it with a proper steak knife, and she slips.
Thank you very much.
And when she slips,
So she slips and falls?
no, she
Oh.
just slips and drops the knife. And of course I roll a 6. Twice. Need
Poor
to roll these
Laurie.
when I need to kill
Stabbed
you.
twice.
Yeah. Leopold, you take
Ah!
would be you, wouldn't it? 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
And she
why?
I'm so sorry. I just I'm so clumsy this morning. It's those damn dwarves downstairs. They started on the ale at 7 a.m. I'm so
It's okay,
Here,
Rosie.
let me. And then she sort of takes a serving cloth from her and she starts trying to bandage it, but it doesn't look clean and it's covered in beer. And you kind of then she's waved off and she. I'm so sorry. Have a wonderful morning. And then she just sort of
it's okay.
she just stumbles on out the door, feeling
It's
completely
okay.
incompetent.
It's okay.
For reference, by the way, Rosie is Mikhail's wife, not the sort of young bar girl. That's
Oh,
Iona.
yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. what a start to a morning.
Yeah, you've had a really. Yeah, you've had a really hard morning. But Levo, thank you for all you've done this morning.
Thank you. That's yeah.
And I'm going to take the steak and slide it over to kind of for your friend here.
But more pressingly as well, as cute as that little scaly thing is,
A dragon.
is that, yeah,
Silver dragon.
I gathered, but is that going to be a big problem? Accidental fires, things like that. I mean, I'm a big walking problem as it is. Are we gonna have 2 of these?
An apt
To
description.
be fair, my hair is on fire 90% of the time.
I mean, genuinely
so-
on fire. She's a fire genasi.
So I think if anything goes wrong in that regard, it can be blamed on me easily enough.
Or if push comes to shove,
There's one
me.
small issue. I
Go on.
think she's going to grow.
Yes, DM God was just going to ask it. How big does this dragon get?
Eventually, full-sized.
Well,
But
isn't
that
the more
takes-
pressing?
That takes
isn't the more-
about 160 years for a dragon, no? So you should be alright for the majority of the campaign, correct?
Large enough to ride at.
Well, shit. Yeah, I'm just going to point out that hiding
Level
that is going to
15.
become difficult at some point.
level 15.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
hiding that is going to become difficult at some point. I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware.
oh,
I thought it was 12 foot in... Well, I suppose 12 foot in diameter is big enough to ride, really. Yeah, it gets big.
It according to the notes from the wizard, it can sometimes be magically unsummoned and summoned. I haven't experimented with that.
Either way, it's
I-
just fucking adorable. I love it.
I'm not sure how to go to say this, but there's one person who might know lots.
Believe
About
me,
helping.
I have thought quite a bit about sending some of my thoughts to a certain dragon that we know.
That was my thoughts as well.
Good work.
At least in a way of, hiding, disguising, or other convenient measures.
I'm getting really
He
tired
no
of you
doubt
guys
has
being
many.
psychic. I was literally about to introduce something. And it is fair to say at this point, Captain Maldranic is going to sort of... You see the large portal appear, as per usual.
Call him Captain Malto.
Well, yes, I mean, my point is, it was just like you
Being
summoned him,
confused
right?
two different
It was like you
campaigns.
summoned him. I was gonna say he sensed the presence of another dragon in the area and has come
Another?
to investigate. Yes, as opposed to himself,
Oh, well, he's...
a dragon. Yeah.
Sure.
Madrenic, good morning.
Yes. He looks around and then just straight at Kenna. Something
Hello.
to explain, perhaps?
Bacon,
Speak
you on
to
bacon,
dragon
Madrenic?
and he shall appear.
I'm gonna jump in front of Kenna and say, wouldn't you like these mushrooms instead?
Ah, fantastic, my mushrooms. No, not right now. Kenna, I sense the presence of something inhuman.
Well, I was actually going to contact you. Here, read this note, and I hand him the page from the wizard that explains the spell that was cast.
Well, that could be slightly more manageable. Have you tried dismissing the dragon yet?
No.
Reluctance, I understand. I hate to point it out, my dear, but you're going to have one hell of a large issue on your hands within a year or two if you don't get this down early. And it is fair to say the incantation is on the sheet, yes? Are you sure she is bonded to you? It is fair to say at this point the dragon is visible, correct?
Sort of. She's still kind of hidden in my hair, but
Okay.
yeah.
He's going to hold his finger out towards its chin. And at first it tries to snap at him, but then he sort of speaks in a tongue you have never heard. And it is sort of almost painful to listen to.
Is it Draconic?
It is. No,
I do
well,
speak Draconic.
to a point. It is like... I believe if you speak Draconic, that is sort of Dragonborn. I don't actually think it's dragon speech, is it? Let's just have a look.
Game's always trying to stifle us knowing languages.
No, because it wouldn't be... Yeah, no, this would be Glav. You would recognize the odd word. But it's... No, actually, I think it's fair to say this would be straight up Draconic, right? It's just, it's just dialect,
Yeah.
yes.
Glaive is the name that the dragons give their own language.
Yeah, so yes, no, you're right. You would understand. You would understand this quite fine, but but sounding slightly more. What's the word? I guess. Inhuman, I guess would be the right word. Than it would be when spoken by a dragonborn or human. And the dragon sort of makes a small whimpering noise, and then it retracts its head from his finger. And he said, well, it's certainly bonded to somebody. And seeing as your hair is, somewhat intact, perhaps you should try the incantation.
I reached down and I touched the necklace that was in the bag, and I just kind of close my eyes and think, and I try to cast the incantation to make it disappear.
Roll me a straight d20, please.
7.
Yeah, that's fine. Anything over a 5 is fine. Yeah, it's fair to say that the dragon vanishes. Thin air. Not even a puff of smoke.
Where's it gone?
Whoa.
It can teleport?
Maldranic looks fabulously impressed, and he's sort of... Well, that solves that one, doesn't it? Brilliant. And to return him?
I push down a little bit of panic and do the same thing again, trying to bring it back.
Again, straight d20 for me. Don't worry, you're not going to have to do this every time you summon it.
6.
That'll also do. Look at you, scraping past your d5 checks. Yep, it's fair to say, pooh. But he doesn't appear on your shoulder, but instead in your lap. Assuming we're seated.
Just kind of give it a scratch under its chin.
Oh, that is the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Wonderful. Well, it's a shame and a wonderful, wonderful situation. I had thought that perhaps we had a larger problem on our hands. I was very confused when I found the emanations of a dragon in a room at a tavern. I thought we might have a bit of emergency on our hands, but alas, somewhat less. Well, without further ado, those purple mushrooms, if you wouldn't mind, Maverick.
Wait, where did
So this is okay, right, time for some explanation. This is not your average standard dragon. This is a dragon born from an enchanted wizard's egg. It is part of her Drake Warden class. It is a summonable and unsummonable dragon. It is fair to say I think its soul goes into the necklace when it's not present.
Sure.
So it's like a summoned magical creature, right?
Full on a Pokemon then.
Yeah, why not? It's a Pokemon dragon. It's not teleporting elsewhere, but it's also not vanishing out of existence. It does have a soul. It does live.
But does it evolve at level 35?
level 7.
It evolves when she hits level 21. Into the owner of the world.
Is it dual type?
No. Okay, so anyway, that explains that one. And he turns around to Maverick. Oh, the mushrooms, if you wouldn't mind. He pats down his pockets and finally finds a pouch in his pocket and he sort of dumps it on the table nonchalantly and holds his hand out. Maverick.
I hand over the mushrooms.
Oh, excellent, thank you. That is excellent work. It wasn't too much trouble, was it?
No.
I barely broke a sweat.
It's quite simple, really.
Marvelous. There was something else. Should you wish to carry on with your great endeavours. Perhaps not now, but within the next couple of weeks, I need an ambassador to take this letter to Telluria. And also to send our greetings.
To Telluria.
Yes, we can communicate magically, but sometimes things need to be written in hard, solid ink. The gist of it is that we will not increase our tithe. But we'll be sending an ambassador with you. But he needs some protection on the roads. I'd like to send Kotkan myself, but... well, never mind, eh? One of his assistants will be going.
Who would you be sent? One of his assistants.
Yes.
Can you have a name?
I don't think he'd know yet. He just knows
Okay.
that one of the assistants will be sent. There are three assistants to Kurkan. These are Matthias. I know that one. Where are the other two? Clementine, who you would know, she's one of the bitches in town. But she is also an apprentice to him. And Vasius. So, I'm typing these in the wrong notes for you. So yeah, okay, I'll let you guys put that in your own notes somewhere. Yep, so I'm sure one of them assistants will be sent. It's not for a couple of weeks, I just wanted to make sure that you were willing to make the trip.
A journey to Telluria wouldn't take us too long, would it?
A week,
I
perhaps.
believe so.
But
5
you
days for
said
the rush.
you said to be bringing them what would be to them bad news. Would we be expecting trouble?
Oh, no, this is a diplomatic argument. The worst you'll get is a nasty letter back, which we have to read. No
Okay.
trouble at all. We have good relations with Telluria, they just wish to increase the tithe we pay them, and frankly, why we pay it, I'm a little unsure, but never mind, eh?
Okay, so a fairly safe diplomatic mission.
Well, the roads to Telluria are not always safe.
Oh,
Telluria
We
itself
did
is.
see.
of
We did
course,
see those were bandits.
no roads anywhere are, well, truly, really.
Well,
safe,
yes, I mean,
are
you
they?
do, of
But
course, have
after
the option
course-
of heading the more direct route, straight through the forest, but, well, I personally wouldn't recommend it.
Doesn't sound the best.
Not to
but-
mention, of course, we'd give you the service of a carriage and horses. You wouldn't see those going through the forest.
Couldn't
But
you
all,
just...
all we could expect is half of the course, really.
You asking, Maverick?
Couldn't you just teleport us?
No. Surprisingly not. I could teleport you near, I suppose, but it doesn't quite have the same impact as a proper ambassadorial arrival. And even myself is not quite capable of teleporting carriage and men and. But nobody can teleport inside Telluria.
Question: the carriage that we will be using, is it the actual full diplomatic carriage,
Of
or is
course,
it just a
of
normal
course.
rinky-dink?
No, of course. We aim to send. It will not just be yourselves. You are the more capable guards, perhaps, but you're not the ones that are wearing shiny armor and from the keep. Who will also join you. We will have a couple of hangers-on, if you will. I'm sure a couple of the nobles will wish to make the journey with you. We wish this journey to have the full diplomatic import. I would assume the party will be 20 or 25, roughly, in size.
Perfect.
But, as I said, need some guards who've got a bit more nous about them. And currently you're proving that way. Not to mention you now have a dragon on your side.
This is also true.
Wonderful to see. Also, Lucius,
Yes.
did you get the chance to take Celine's advice this morning?
Yes.
Excellent. I just want you to know that your secrets, perhaps, will go no further than myself, the Lord, and his lady. As I said, Celine and Danietta will need to know, as they said, Celine and Danietta will need to know the bare minimal. That is all. What you choose to share with others is entirely up to you.
Thank
Why?
you.
Why does the Lord and Lady need to know?
The Lord and Lady need full details of everyone who is within their city. Surely you understand this, Maverick? You have been checked at the gate, have you not?
This is fine. I have no
Wow.
problem. Whilst we're on the subject of quests, for the mushroom quest, what is our reward?
Gestures towards the bag of gold he's plunked upon the table.
Oh, when did that get there?
he did. Yeah, I did mention this a little earlier. There was 600 rubles. 600 gold. Sorry. The one time I remember that it's not gold, it's rubles, and I'm in the wrong damn campaign. Okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, we have a lot to think about.
Well, I would be I'd be happy to run that diplomatic mission. Just send for me when you wish to depart, and
Excellent.
I'll ensure to be there.
Oh well. Anyway, good day to you. And he leaves. And as he leaves, immediately, bang! Knock at the door.
Wow.
We're just having a lot of visitors today. Okay.
Tuck the
Wow.
dragon back into my bag and
Yeah.
behind my hair.
It's Rosie again.
This morning I need to lay down.
It's
Jeez.
Rosie again. I'm so sorry to trouble you again, but a note came
morning.
for you. And she hands it over. I believe it's from Rihanna.
Oh,
I read the note.
It says, your clothes are ready when you wish to pick them up. Rihanna.
Oh, guys, our clothes are ready for when we need to pick them up.
Thanks for the relay.
perfect.
I always assume that you share information with your party, so you don't necessarily need to read notes out loud after I've read them out loud to you.
Speaking of outfits, Livold, we're going to get you a new outfit if you're going to be a diplomat now.
It wasn't
I
just
guess
offered to
we-
Leopold, but sure.
I guess we do need something more.
Oh no,
formal.
I know
Yeah.
we're all. Just, excuse me, voice in my head, but I'm always going to look good.
Well, of course.
Not to say Leopold won't, however, I would love to do something new for him.
Embellish. I like it.
Okay. Well, if there's something you think would look particularly good, then I'll definitely have a look.
Don't worry, we have all the girls falling at your feet.
Yeah. Very well. Very well.
So, what's on the dossier today? We have a few things to do, don't we?
Yeah. There's at least a good few pages of things in our notebooks that
We should speak with the farmer's niece.
Yes,
I'm
I
sure she's anxious.
would love to. Unfortunately, too bad Aloy can be here, but because I know he's the one who performed the rites for their burial.
I mean, that's true, but yeah, we know what the dwarves are like.
Perhaps he'll be
They do
finished by
get
this
a bit
afternoon and we
full
can
on.
do it then.
Possibly. There's
Those
also.
dwarves.
I'd also like to get the chance to talk to Robus before the day's out, to see if he got rid of that cursed item at all. Also, I'd like to take him to dinner as a thank you for everything he's done.
Just bear
Well, we
in
just
mind
had
that tonight,
breakfast and your mind
tonight is the ball, so that is where the food would be.
That's the ball?
So that's the ball.
Who sleeps since you last visited Rihanna's? Is that not correct?
What's the ball about? What? I need more information.
You don't get much information when the Lord Bantus throws a ball. It just happens once a month.
Is it a masquerade ball?
No. It's just,
Aw,
it's just one of
man.
the regular monthly balls.
I'm not going.
This one is the harvest ball. This is your October ball. It is sort of expected that all lords and ladies and their children will turn up. Is it tonight or tomorrow night? I'm trying to work that out. When did you visit Rihanna's? Yesterday or the day before?
I believe it was yesterday.
No,
Right,
yesterday.
okay, sorry. Then the ball is tomorrow.
Okay.
Aww.
It's okay.
Alright. We still have to pick up our outfits, yes.
As much as true.
Should we go there now?
Yeah, why not? I think I've done here. I'm pretty sure I'm done. Quite full. I've cried a bit, so I'm ready to go.
As you come down the stairs, the rambunctious dwarves are creating absolute havoc. There are glasses sort of flying around, really. It's not a brawl, but it's a mess. There's at least at least two dwarfs under the table. There's quite a few dwarfs on tables. There's sort of somebody playing an accordion in the corner. badly, very badly, and 7 or 8 dwarves drumming on the table simultaneously. You look over, and Brother Alari is in the corner and also banging on the table. You've never seen him quite so excitable or quite so drunk. And it is still only 10:30 a.m. You depart. And you make your way
So
to the
I,
end.
Yeah,
I just laugh and in dwarvish mutter about what I expected.
Damn, Alari knows how to party.
Alari looks over and throws you guys a wink and raises his mug in toast. And as you leave, it is a
And I
short
yell
walk
out to
to
him
Rihanna's.
I yell out to him in dwarvish, have fun.
Aye, and I can't do a Scottish accent on demand. I can do a Scottish accent, just not on demand. Anyway, so as you come out, it's a short walk to Rihanna's. You would know the way. It's fair to say you would be passing the Dusty Minstrel. Yes, no, you would not pass the Dusty Minstrel. You would enter into Merchant's Alley. So yes, you will quite easily get there.
Rihanna, good morning, my favorite person.
As you enter the shop, you do not see only Rihanna, but a young elven girl. She has long tresses of blue-black hair and the finest dark blue eyes, sapphires, and these tresses go all the way down to her hips. She is lithe, she is small, and she is incredibly beautiful. And she turns and she blushes the deepest of scarlets. And she sort of looks very hesitantly at Leopold and then looks at the rest of you and sort of scurries into the corner where her dress is being pinned clearly. It looks like a wonderful ball gown of dark silver. And she stands in the corner sort of playing with the side catch, and none of you would know her by name.
I'm going to lean over to Leopold and say, look, we didn't even have to get you a new outfit yet, and you're already slaying them.
I don't know what that was about, to be honest.
You hear her muttering very quietly to one of Rihanna's dress ladies. The girl. Rihanna turns to you all. Oh, good day. Good day. You responded quickly to the note. Maria's only been back for a couple of minutes. Who wants to go first? Lady Kenna, perhaps?
Of course.
Okay. Do I have a
It's
list
safe
of-
to say I unsummoned on the way over.
Okay. She hands over a ball gown of the finest turquoise, accented beautifully, and she gestures towards towards a fitting room. You would have to walk directly past the young elven girl.
I do so.
Okay, as you do, she leans over to you and she says, "Sorry to bother you. Are you attending the ball?
I believe so.
And your
Are you?
friends too?"
I believe we all plan to attend. Who knows? Some of them, they drink a little bit. Sometimes early.
She sort of impishly smiles and says, "Are you attending with any specific one of your friends? Are any of your friends attending with any specific females?" You can see what she's trying to get
Which
at is,
one?
are they available?
Which one?
She sort of the elven one, the half elf, and she's pointing directly at Leopold.
In my knowledge, he hasn't invited anybody specifically.
It's just that, well, you see, I have to be invited to attend the ball. I cannot go on my own accord. And, well, your friend there is rather dashing. And looking at his picture, he really is rather dashing, isn't he? The more I look at Leopold's picture, the more I think, well, he's a very cute elf. Yes, your friend there is rather dashing, and, well, as I said, I must accompany somebody to go. We haven't met. My name's Veronica. Veronica Lavonovixen. I work for Lorelei.
I see.
But sometimes we like to see the finer sides of life, if you will, and nobody has hired me for the night, and, well, it would be nice to be asked as a girl for once, not paid. She works at Lorelei's. It's the House of Pleasures, the Dancing Dryad, where you've been before. Josh is losing his shit as Veronica Lavonovixen's a whore.
I'm just kind of upset. I'm just kind of upset that the only girl Leopold can get is a hooker.
She's a beautiful hooker. Lorelei's Dancing Dryad is not your average whorehouse. You have another brothel in town, close to the Dusty Minstrel, and that is much more your standard catering sort of work girls. It's fair to say that the majority of Lorelei's household are courtesans. They are as likely to be hired to attend a ball or dance partners as they are to be dined with, or, you know, think of a high-quality escort service where you can also hire for the night, and they can refuse any suitor. This is a very high-class establishment.
I just love the confidence of Veronica to not have an invite yet and still be getting a dress.
Oh, yes, of course. And then she sort of leans over to Kenna and says, well, thank you, darling, and by the way, that dress is stunning. What a colour.
Very much. You should introduce yourself.
Oh, I will, darling.
Leopold, look at you.
With that, the dressmaker's finished pinning her dress, and she saunters on over to you in her new sparkling long silver gown, and she sort of does a little bow and says, I do believe I've not had the pleasure of making any of your acquaintances.
I completely step aside and let Leopold be seen.
Yeah, I walk away too.
Guys?
You're on your own, buddy.
I just pretend to not hear him.
I'm sorry you didn't catch my name, or perhaps you didn't know it. I'm Veronica Lavonovix, and what's your name, young man?
Mine?
Yes,
My name's Leopold.
Ah, lovely to meet you. and what about you, sir? And she turns to Rook.
Oh, I walked away with the others.
Oh, you walked away with the others?
I left them all alone.
I didn't walk away. I just stepped to the side. That's all.
And what about you, sir? And she looks at Lucius instead.
Hello, my name is Lucius Claudius Vestorius. Nice to meet you. And I'll lean and take her hand and kiss the top of it.
Well, Leopold, I've heard some stories about you. I hope they're not all true. But, well, you seem nice enough to me.
Stories?
I'm sure you know some
That
of the
doesn't-
rumors that accompany you, but I'm not much for one for rumors. I prefer to find the truth out myself. They say you've got a bit of a wild side.
The wildest, honey. The wildest.
Do you, have a partner for the ball, Leopold?
I wasn't sure if I was actually even going.
Oh, darling, you must go. You must go, and you must attend with someone. May I escort you for the night? Nothing overly... What should we say? Nothing overly official. Just perhaps the first dance.
Okay.
You know how the
Okay.
other gents of the court will look at you with me on your shoulder.
True.
Question, God.
Yes?
Because I have been to the dancing drag quite a few times. I would know her, correct?
No.
No, not at all.
No, not at
Okay.
all. There's something very special about Veronica Lavonovix.
Okay,
You
so I'm
would
going to
definitely
ask
have never
her.
hired her.
Okay, so Veronica, what do you do for me like that? I don't mean to be so forward.
A courtesan in training to dance, to entertain. I'm not available for the evening. You see, my mother's a little protective. And she laughs and she goes, my mother's actually Lorelei, the housemaster. But she has allowed me to enter the trade as long as I'm not available for the night.
Ah, understood. No, Lorelei has done great work.
Sorry, my other distraction as Leopold is apparently going to be carried around on her shoulder. Or she's going to be carried around on his shoulder.
Okay.
Yes, she's... Oh, well, that's wonderful. You will pick me up, yes?
Oh, but of course, I'm just gonna slap Jamal on the back. Sorry, Jamal. Leopold in the back.
Marvelous. Leopold, you know that there are a couple of girls who would love for you to take them.
Really?
Sorry, that was... I just used the wrong name, didn't I? Yeah, I meant to say that to Lucius. Lucius, you know there are a couple of girls at the Dancing Drathnor who would love for you to take them. And perhaps your friends would like to take someone.
Veronica, answer me something. Would I be too forward if I asked Elvira?
she bursts out laughing. She bursts out laughing, not just me. Darling, you don't seriously think Elvira doesn't have a ball partner 2 days before the ball, do you? I believe she's attending with Maldranik.
She's with Maldranik.
Yes.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Elvira is only the most eligible lady in the town. Of course, she doesn't know Elvira's history.
You can't blame me for trying to shoot my shot.
No, of course. But Felicity's available, as is Jasmine. As is Hyacinth. As is any other plant name that comes to mind. Because I can't think of any more plants. Yes, it is fair to say there are ladies available, but... Well, yes, Elvira's been spoken for the next 6 balls, I believe. She's available in April.
April. Unfortunate. Okay, I guess I can speak to Felicity. Anyway.
Yes, I know that, Heather, but I purposely avoided that one. I didn't want you to be the whore going to the ball. Yes. And at this point, she is going to turn around to... Oh, go on.
Actually, yeah. I think I'll take Heather instead.
You know, my mother's not taken to the ball. She does love a younger man.
Truthfully, God in my head, how does Lorelai look?
Lorelai? Oh, I have a picture of Lorelai. Let me find her. Let me find her. In short, think Galadriel.
Ooh.
Galadriel? Lord of the Rings?
Yes, we
Yes.
love Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, that's her in short. Let me see if I can find an actual picture for you. I have it somewhere, but my god, I have so many images. Excuse the dragon behind her, but this is her. I was in a hurry. And, our wonderful graphics artist hasn't yet removed the background to Lorelei, that's why I wasn't using her in the last image. That's Lorelei. In small. She will be fixed at a later date. Yes, she pretty, but she very elf.
Huh. You know what? Veronica, I think I'll take you up on that offer.
Wonderful. She does
If
love
you
to be
don't-
asked by younger gentlemen.
I'll definitely ask her, and if you see her before me, tell her I also take care of her dress as well. She doesn't mind that.
You can afford a dress for my mother? Wow. You have more at your command than I believed, Lucius. Well, Leopold, a pleasure. I will look forward to it tomorrow night.
Okay.
And, darling, I hate to be presumptuous, but we can't walk to the ball. You know this, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. And then with that, she turns to Rihanna and she says, my mother's tab, if you will, please. And then she goes back into the changing room and you hear the sound of her dress hitting the floor. At this point, Kenna comes forth. Kenna, are you coming out the changing room in that dress, or are you going to look in the mirror and then find it acceptable, put it away, and come back out in your normal clothes?
Yes, the second.
Yes, I thought you might. Kenna comes forth, and Lucius, you are handed your suit. I believe this was a black suit with a white embellishment, white shirt and
Yes, the
black shoes.
to embellish a bit more. Yes, it's underneath is like a complete, almost skin tight black, with a bit of a cape that comes across with silver filigree, woven into the cape.
Most dashing.
Black
simple.
shoes.
Would you like a fitting, Lucius? I mean, this is tailor-made, so we assume it fits, but you can test it if you like.
I trust you, Rihanna. You always do perfect work.
Wonderful, wonderful. And are your friends going to the ball?
They are. I hope they are.
Perhaps some clothing is on order. Young Rook,
I think I've been press ganged into it, so
young Rook,
yeah.
can we get you something for the ball?
Do I have to go?
Oh, darling,
Yes,
you should.
you have to go.
should. You'll be missed.
Okay, I'll go.
Well,
Then yes,
you'll be
your
suited.
finest clothing.
You'll be suited.
Yes, your finest.
Excellent.
Whatever you have.
And you, Leovold, will you be suited?
I think so. Also, I need to arrange for something a lot more formal in the somewhat near future.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And what about you, Maverick? Perhaps something a bit more daring than a suit?
I already ordered my suit.
Did you? Shit. I don't have a note of that. I don't have a note of that, sorry. Apologies.
You do, because the description you gave Lucius was the description I gave you.
Yeah, I was
Ah,
gonna
shit,
choose
that
mine.
says Maverick! You're
Yeah,
not
I was
wrong.
gonna choose mine later. Yeah,
If only
Oh,
our
I'm
DM
so
could
sorry.
read.
I had a
Yeah,
custom one, yeah.
it's because it's hidden under the word shoes. I've moved it across now.
Oh.
Apologies. So, a particularly different black suit with white embellishment and a white shirt. White shirt, not black shirt, as Lucius is wearing. Is handed over to Maverick. It's fair to say Lucius is likely to be wearing some form of cravat, no? Yes, I'm assuming Maverick is not, and will instead have an open neck shirt.
Yeah, I definitely have on the Vistorious emblem signet necklace as well as the rings and gloves.
Rook and Leopold, you'll have to pick up your clothes in the morning if that's okay. Please,
That's fine.
Please, darlings, please arrive before 10 a.m. You can imagine how busy tomorrow will be.
Of course.
Or, if you prefer, where are you staying? You still staying at the inn tonight?
Yes.
Lucius, I'll do you a favour here. There you go. Let me know. I'll uncover you when you finish having your dinner. If you would like, I can have them delivered to the rooms.
Well, that'd be perfect.
Excellent, excellent. Such a pleasure doing business with you all. We'll compare collection. That could be slightly worrying, being Rihanna's and how expensive she can be, but we'll trust it. And with that, she sort of whisks you out as 6 or 7 young ladies come wandering in to get their dresses for the ball.
Good morning, ladies. I'm just gonna.
They titter and don't respond.
I believe I have a bit of business to take care of. I have to go to the Dancing Dryad. I guess I can meet you all later.
Or perhaps some of you would like to go along.
Oh. I couldn't hear anything happening.
Is that my Discord that's disappeared or Josh's?
Yeah.
Sick. We good?
Yeah, I can't hear you really. It's so rogue.
I think everybody is breaking up.
Oh.
I hear you,
I hear kind of
I
fine.
hear you, you hear me fine more.
Jamal and Elena are both breaking up.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Apologies, we seem to be having some Discord issues. Although Josh's face is slowly resolving itself. Josh, can you speak?
I can.
Fantastic.
If asked.
Okay, you seem to be alright. Am I alright now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good now.
Fantastic.
How's
Yeah,
Jamal?
Did you
Yeah,
change
wonderful.
region?
Okay, no, I did
Yeah, there
nothing.
we go.
It just
Oh.
seems to be fixed. Either we fixed it by not doing anything, or one of our lovely moderators
Oh,
fixed it. Anyway, would some of you like to accompany Lucius to the Dancing Dryad? Perhaps if you can find some partners for the ball.
I would like to just head out and have a chat with Lucius.
Oh,
Just while I can.
okay, get some.
Yeah, I'd like to go with Lucius. I need to witness this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna come with, but not for my own reasons, just to
Turning
watch.
down the ladies of the
Yeah,
Dancing
me.
Dryad
Yeah,
is
me
quite a
either.
mission.
Leovold,
Hmm.
you have something you want to ask?
Yeah, can we just take a moment to ask something real quick, a little bit away from everyone?
Oh,
Would assume
Sure.
that you two are outside and a little further
Yeah.
away than everybody else.
Hmm. What the hell have I gotten myself into?
you said, what have you gotten yourself into? This couldn't be your first jaunt with a woman, huh?
Maybe.
Well, trust
And
me, you'll
this
definitely
wasn't
be.
even really intentional.
I know. But you know what, Leopold? as long as I've known you, you've of course had issues, you know. I guess you can say cooperating, not cooperating. Just
Yeah.
I think this will be good for you.
I mean, there's a problem here. There's a slight problem here.
What's wrong? Tell me.
If we're talking about something romantic, there's a bit of an issue here.
Romantic, please. This is nothing. Now, if you decide to dance with her and you fall in love with her immediately, then I have nothing to say. But it's just a simple dance.
I
Enjoy
hope it
yourself.
is just that, yeah.
Enjoy yourself. How about this? If I see that you're beginning to step too far one way, I'll pull you back.
Hmm.
Oh, wingman Lucius, I want him on my side.
It's not that that's the problem as such.
What's wrong?
How do I put this? If there's someone I would have been more interested in taking to the ball for something more fun and interesting.
Oh, so who do you have an idea? Is it the woman? Is it the man?
It's no one particularly in mind, but I shouldn't say this.
Say it, man. Say it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice. Go back to doing what you're doing. Don't worry. He's fine. Say it.
Spit it out. Or God is going to spit it out for you.
Maybe he's not exactly my type anyway. But maybe if there was someone that I had more interest in, it'd be Maverick. But he's still not my type.
Not your type.
I'm not
You're
gonna
not
lie,
here.
I heard that from this room.
You're not here, Maverick. Where did this come from?
He's
You
still
did
not
well.
he's still not my type, but he
What
doesn't
is your
look too
type?
bad. Hard to say.
Hold on.
I haven't quite met the person yet, but
Hold on.
I've been press ganged into something, and I'm not comfortable with it going further.
Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Maverick.
He's
Maverick.
kind of cute, but not my type.
And I'm not cute. What is this?
I mean, you're attractive.
Oh,
but
okay. What?
it's
Yeah,
also not my
fine. Yeah,
type.
sure. Spare my feelings. Fine. Okay. If it's Maverick, I say
Still
give
no.
it
Still no.
I'm going to stipulate
he's-
right here, there is a flat ban on inter-PC relations.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, of
okay,
course.
right. I'm just making
As
sure
I
that is
said,
aware.
still-
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, no. I remember.
Oh, is he only like Dragonborns? I like that.
I guess. Well, if you, I would say, one friend to another. We're basically family at this point. But if you, I say give it a try.
The thing is with this dance as well, if it's something strictly platonic, then I'm okay with this. But if this tries to go further, I kind of need to find
Well-
out, or at least know how to let someone down a bit more gently without,
Well,
things going
Leopold-
not good.
If it comes to that point, like I said, come find me. I'll be one of the best looking ones at the ball. You can't miss me.
No way in hell could I miss you.
Come find me. I'll make sure to get you away, out of danger, and let down the girl for you easy. Don't worry.
Okay,
It's fair to say
thank
at this point, Kenna, Rook, and Maverick are looking a little impatient and a little curious over to the corner. It might be time to rejoin them.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, oh, Maverick, hey, hello. Well, I have a date to go acquire.
I think your party expressed they would all like to come with you.
Yes, you're all coming. You're coming to watch the show.
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course.
Perfect. If
Okay.
not, then maybe Ken will take me. Let's go.
Okay, and with that, we are going to take a short break. We will return in approximately 5 minutes. Welcome back to Drathnor Keep, episode 4. Our party was about to proceed to the Dancing Dryad, our local courtesan house, most posh and fine establishment. And as you make your way down the street, you are able to wander the streets and into the Dancing Dryad. Shall we pull up an image of it? Only a second. I forgot to add this beforehand. To be honest, I thought we'd be going the next episode and I just didn't think about it. As you enter into the Dancing Dryad, who should greet you but Lorelei herself? Looking most fabulous, as per usual. And she
Good
says,
morning, Lorelei.
Oh, well, good morning. Have you lasses come to collect dates for this evening? For tomorrow evening?
Yes, tomorrow evening. No. I'm here of my own accord.
Oh, wonderful. And the rest of you? Perhaps I can interest you. And she sort of gives a funny... And the ladies and men of the Dancing Dryad that are available for the evening come down the stairs, and she gestures towards them. And she says, well, here we have Felicity and Jasmine and Hyacinth, Myanna and Venya. And our 3 gentlemen, Rovan, Koldar, and Methris. And she winks at Kenna and she says, I brought Koldar down just for you. Koldar is a water genasi.
Thank you, Lorelei, but I think I'm going to go solo.
A wonderful and independent lady. I admire that. Wouldn't have the gumption to do it myself. But, well, how else do you meet
Speaking
the
of
fine
that-
eligible bachelors?
Lorelei, I wanted to know if you would go with me to the ball.
Oh, Lucius! Oh, what a lovely gesture. Well. You understand it will be just the ball, yes?
Of course. Please, trust me, Lorelei. I respect you to untold levels.
I've heard you're an excellent dancer, Lucius.
You know, my reputation precedes me.
Oh, do you know what, lad? It'll be my absolute pleasure.
Perfect. Thank you. I will be here to pick you up. Now, do you have any issue with wearing black?
I have many fabulous black dresses. I even have one of leather.
If I might make a request, please, the leather.
Of course. Leather or black velvet?
I
Were you
think leather.
Were you trying to look regal, or? Well, I tell you what, lad. Why don't you introduce your friends to some of my friends here, and perhaps I shall come and model a couple for you. She throws you a wink.
That sounds amazing.
Okay. As she gestures over towards her friends, a younger girl, sort of 15 or 16, comes across and gestures for you to take a seat and begins pouring tea out, and also laying out some wine, and some sparkling wine. It is clear that she is just a serving girl. She is not part of the house. And a different girl who you've seen before here, but she's definitely not available for the ball, with dark red tresses, begins to play on a lyre in the corner, and the young girl gestures for you all to sit down. As you sit down, she comes over to... Sorry, eyes are missing. She comes over to Leopold, and she hands you a small pouch, and something with it. Yep, just bear with me a second. I'll tell you what the something is. The small pouch contains 100 gold. And she says, a gift of the lady's daughter. Perhaps
Wonderful.
I think she wants to pay for your clothes. The lady's daughter, the one you're
Oh.
taking to the ball. I think she wants to pay for your
Oh.
clothes. And
A
she
free
also hands you.
outfit?
Oh,
She also hands you a strange pendant with two, what look like clock hands.
this is a very strange and interesting thing. What on earth is this? This is quite intriguing.
I'm going to lean over to Leovold and whisper in his ear. You sure you want Maverick?
I didn't say I wanted Maverick.
When you put this necklace on, you would know this item. You put this necklace on, it is a necklace of arousal. The first person or creature the wearer sees upon putting the ring on appears to the wearer as the most attractive person they have ever seen of appropriate gender. The wearer must make a will save, charisma DC 18.
What?
So this is the opposite of a love charm. So I remind you again, if you wear the necklace, the first person you see will be the most attractive person you have ever seen. Not,
Oh.
It's not gonna get you a lover. It's gonna help you fall in love. So
Okay,
perhaps we
Leopold,
should look at that.
Oh,
Maybe you are in danger.
I'm that. Okay, let's put it this way. I'm that kid sitting at the back of the very long carriage, going, "I'm in danger."
Yes, Dan, normally I would, but considering the person who handed it to him was a 15-year-old serving girl and I hadn't rolled yet, I figured I would have to warn him.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do that. So yes, and 100 gold pieces. That was a sort of moment.
Noted. Added it.
As you go to take this necklace, it flicks you in the hand. These damn halflings.
What?
Oh, blame Dan. And you take 2 piercing damage. Inside the pouch of gold, you also find a scroll. Fuck me, Dan.
What? What the? What on earth is this?
Oh shit, was it not?
Yeah, it's scroll
Oh
teleportation.
fuck, sorry. This necklace seems to have spontaneously attuned to Maverick. You may need to
What?
hand it to him.
Well,
Wait, what is?
The necklace of arousal. I'm sorry, there were so many names in chat I missed.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, you can both have one. You can both have one.
Thank
You can
fuck.
both have one. Lucky you guys.
well,
Oh,
Leovold.
No.
Well, Leovold, Miss Veronica, I believe, is trying to trap you.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm sorry that I have pushed you to this. As a friend, I seem to have doomed you. I am so sorry.
How is this your fault?
Inside this pouch
How?
is a scroll of teleportation. This allows you to teleport to a place you've previously been for the duration of an hour or permanently without return. I mean, not to say you can't ever walk out of the city, but you can't teleport back after an hour is up.
Well, how about this? If she accosts you in a room, you use the teleport scroll and get the fuck out. How about that one?
Yes, I wasn't expecting that one. Yes. At this moment, you are introduced to the other lasses and ladies. One particularly adventurous young lady comes up to Rook. She is human. She has black hair, sort of tied up. She appears to be no older than 21. Fairly busty. A little curvaceous in the hip. And wearing a sort of a blue gown that is just 2 strips of material that then blend into one at the bottom. It is scanty wear. And she comes up and she puts her hand on Rook's shoulder and says, well, good evening, my name's Venya. Have you a date for tomorrow night?
No, thank you. I'm just gonna go with my friends. That's all right. Maybe next time. Yeah. I'm gonna like push a hand away.
A shy one. Well, never mind, eh? And the young gentleman, Rovan, comes up to Leovold, puts his hand on his shoulder and says, well, I understand you already have a date. I just wanted to give you a word of warning. Perhaps don't take your date too far. The lady's daughter is quite important. And with this touch, you are healed for 9 points of health.
Oh, good touch, good touch.
And the next young lad comes up to Maverick, holding sort of arm in arm with a really dainty, tiny little elf. She is sort of 4'8", and he is quite wide of shoulder, quite a strong and muscular gentleman. He is wearing an open shirt and a pair of black breeches. And he says, "Well, good evening. My name is Koldahar, and this here, this is my Anna. Do you have a date for tomorrow evening?
I don't.
Would you like one?
That
Or
depends
perhaps
who's
two?
asking. No, thank you.
You sure, Maverick? You've always been a bit of a pimp.
Does anybody else take your eye?
I mean,
Does anybody else take your eye, young man? You see 3 gents and 3, 4, 5, 6 ladies, one of which who has just approached Rook.
no, thank you. And I go bright red.
Lucius, you brought the shy ones out.
I mean, what can I say? Speaking of which, I'm so sorry. And I'll lean over to kind of... Are you okay? Do you want to go?
Oh no, I'm just enjoying the show.
Oh, look, you've been quiet, so I just wanted to make sure you were fine.
Speaking of the show, who should descend the stairs but in a floor-length black velvet dress with a silver rustle around the shoulders and a sleeveless completely, and it's just sheer, She looks regal. She has a large silver necklace on with a diamond at the center, and almost like a tiara, but sort of woven into her hair flowing all the way down the back of her dress. Miss Lorelei. She said, "Oh, Lucius, I know you mentioned the leather, but I do love this dress."
I lean back and stand up. My lady, whatever you so choose, I'm just happy to behold all this majesty. And this is beautiful, might I say. Perhaps I'll get another chance to see the leather.
Perhaps you will. Good evening, Lucius. Did your friends find some dates? Or are they looking to go solo tomorrow night?
I believe most of them are looking to go a bit solo. Or, unfortunately, nothing here. And nothing against your establishment, just doesn't tickle their fancy.
Well, they're young. Rovan and Myanna will be attending. Kuldar, of course, will be with Myanna, so they'll be available at the evening should your friends change their minds. Perhaps only for a dance. Well, it's been a wonderful day. And she turns around and she goes, "Seymour!" And the red-headed lady stops her playing. "Please stop that endless noise. I do apologize. That's Seymour Flanagan. A most unfortunate name, I know. She's learning the lyre, so she says. Have you met Seymour yet?"
I haven't.
"Seymour, come here, come here." And she gestures towards Seymour, and she says, "Seymour, show them your real talent." Seymour blushes, and with a sort of motion, her face ripples, her hair ripples. Before you stands a bald, tall gentleman.
Wow.
"Good evening," he speaks in a low voice. And then, again, he sort of motions and ripples, and a short black-haired lady stands in front of you. "Good evening." And one more time, it ripples. And a huge, brawny gentleman with sort of combed-over hair stands there with an earring in. And says, "Well, good evening, gents." And then, ripples. And the redhead comes back. "Seymour here's a changeling. And quite a talented one."
I clap. Amazing.
That's an incredible talent.
Definitely is. Well,
I'm impressed.
Lola, I believe we've taken up enough of your time.
Of course, of course. Well, I shall see you tomorrow evening.
Most definitely. I'll be there
Would
with bells on.
you like me to provide a carriage tomorrow evening?
No, I'll be... A gentleman never lets a lady pay for almost anything, at least. I'll get the carriage.
your friends will be accompanying or riding separately?
I think it'll just be for us.
In that case, I shall provide a carriage for your friends in return. How does that sound?
Fine by me.
Appreciated, Lorelai.
Wonderful. And with that, the door opens and you are gestured out of the Dancing Dryad.
I'm so sorry about that, but being who I am in my name, I usually have to keep myself have to keep on an air, you know. My accent drops. Just have to keep on an air.
Okay, it's approximately 12 o'clock, lunchtime.
We do have a lot to do today. I believe we also have to see. We really need to see that farmer's niece. Break the news to her.
I don't recall. I believe she left a note, but I don't remember what the return address was.
She was at the Dusty Minstrel, where Robus is actually.
Yeah. So I guess we should make our way there.
Okay, as you wander over to Dusty Minstrel, a little walk through town. The Dusty Minstrel's at the less refined end of town. And as you wander in, you see the barmaid. This is Robin. You'd have met Robin a few times. She's well, she's a large lass, a bit meaty on the chops. Lovely, rosy smile. She's, good evening. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. We decided it was 12 o'clock, didn't we? Good afternoon. Come on in. What can I do for you?
We're looking for a young lady.
Yes?
She's the niece of McCree?
McGee.
McGee.
Ah, yes. Shit.
Sorry, James. What
was
did
in
you
my
say the
head.
barmaid's name was?
The barmaid is called
Robin.
Robin. But of course I scrolled to find Robin's name and have now lost the niece's name. Hannah. Sorry, there we go. Yes, Hannah is her name. She's just sit at the table over there. And you see a small, shy-looking girl.
I'll let the others go ahead. And I'll just I'll come up behind them. That's all.
Okay. Rook, as you go to walk over, you are accosted by a slight-looking gentleman, perhaps 5 foot tall. And he sort of squeezes at your arm. Says, "Think yourself a fine fighter, do you, lad?"
What do you need from me?
Oh, merely a friendly challenge. Name's Sly. I'm the champion here at the tavern. Thought you might be up for a bit of a 1-2.
Putting 50 gold on the line, are we?
Wow, the champion gets 150 gold for each win at that they get until they are defeated. Not to mention they drink for free. Always a good thing in a tavern like this. Should try the fire
Drink
whiskey.
for free?
Yes.
Do I get to bring my friends in on that plan?
No, it's a mano a mano, if you will.
All right.
You up for it?
What do I have to do? Of course. What do I have
Gestures
to do?
over, and Gunther, the games master in the corner, stands up and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a challenger!" And one table is pulled away by the barmaid's husband, Selick. And the table's pulled away and a ring is sort of made. A few of the tavern patrons come up and stand around. Roll initiative for me, please.
God.
Let me...
Thaumaturgy to have a sort of drum roll underneath.
I'm
the
so
floor.
excited that we've got the first tavern challenge. Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Okay, so the rules are the first person to get under 10 HP. No, 10 HP? That's not correct. 10% HP. Is the loser.
Let's go, Rook.
What is 10% of my HP? I just figured that
So
out.
that was a 16, right?
Yeah.
You have 38 HP, so if you get under 4 HP, you will be defeated.
Are we boxing?
It is an unarmed combat fight, yes. Just bear with me a second. Gonna get the music rolling.
I'm gonna assume raging isn't allowed here.
You can rage.
Ho, 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 ho.
I'm going to go ahead and walk up and rub Rook's shoulders. Let's go. You got this, big man. Let's go.
And you have two options on your turn. You can either fight with unarmed hits, as you would standardly, or you can grapple. Grappling can do between 2 and 6 damage, depending on your roll. Okay, the ring begins, and you are up first.
Did you say this guy's name?
Sly.
Sly? Sly, you have no clue what you just got yourself into. And I'm going to bonus action rage.
Fantastic. He chuckles and looks over at you and sort of rustles his hands and takes on what a sort of crane fighting stance. Lucius, you would be accustomed to this stance. And he
Oh, snap.
waves at you.
I'm going to throw a mean right hand
Okay.
right at him. Oh, it's a 14.
You swing, but he dexterously ducks to the side. And with that, he pops an elbow into your neck. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah,
that
hits
strikes
me.
for 5 damage.
God.
He then, after he's got his elbow out, he extends his fist fully into your neck. That is a 27 to hit.
Yep.
And deals another
Jesus.
5 damage.
Oh, God.
Bob and weave, Rook. Bob and weave.
He laughs. Come on, lad! Let's see your fighting skills.
Can't wait to check something. So I'm going to punch right back again.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's a 20.
That
Which
hits.
is 4 damage. 4 damage.
He chuckles.
And then I'm going to bonus action frenzy and punch again.
Fantastic. Give me a hit roll.
That's a 19 for 4 more damage. Actually, because I'm raging, is that an extra 2 damage on both?
Yes.
Yep.
I've been putting those in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He laughs and he does a backflip, hitting you under the chin with his foot. Oh,
Jesus!
that is a 7 damage.
Oh, God.
And as he lands, he pushes both hands out in front of him, sort of extends his knuckles into you. That is a... Oh, that's a 13 to hit. You dodge backwards.
I'm going to give another quick 2 jabs.
Man, you should have grappled this guy. Off you go.
First one misses. Oh, next one was a natural 1.
Okay, so you missed both?
Yep.
He dexterously dodges left and right. He then spins on the floor, sweeping your legs out with his feet. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I have advantage on this.
You do.
Watch out, Rookie's going for the leg.
First one was an 18.
Yep, okay, that's absolutely fine. You leap over his leg. It does not hit.
Aha.
And then he, as he stands, he expends, boom, boom, 1 fist, 2 fist. The old flurry of blows.
Come on, Rook. You know that
That's,
one. You watched me do it before.
That's a 22 and a 17. They both hit, correct?
They do.
Yeah. The first one's a 7. And the second one is a 9.
Bob and weave, Rook. Bob and weave.
I believe he's just been laid out cold, is he not? What is your health at?
I'm at 5.
You're at 5. Oh, he's still standing. Your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna grapple him.
Excellent decision. Make an athletics check for me. You've got to beat. You've got to beat a 10.
Take him. Choke him out. Choke him out.
No, I got 12. I got 12.
Okay, you deal 2 points of damage. That is the difference. That's how it works. If you get a 20, he gets a 1. You do 19 points of damage. Imagine you'll suplex him down to the ground. Yes. But usually it's 2 to 6, roughly. Give him a short rest with a healing? Sure. He steps back, puts his hand behind his head and scratches and goes, "You need a minute to catch your breath, lad. Take a short rest."
I take a short rest.
Okay.
Oh, this guy is cocky. Come on, Rook.
Take your turn again.
Shit.
He skipped his.
Wait, if I'm taking a short rest, that means I'm using my hit die.
Sure. Please do. Use them all. Give you a long one after.
My first one. I rolled a 9. I rolled an 8. At 3. It's 20. I got 20 HP back.
Fantastic. He laughs. Come on then, lad.
Ugh. I'm gonna grapple him again.
Good decision. He gets a 11.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh, he takes 18 points of grappling damage as you pick
There's-
him up, grab him by the head, and DDT into the ground.
That's the way.
more
That's the way.
orcish.
Get him.
That's
Jeez.
more orcish.
Fuck him
when I-
up.
When I grapple, can I still bonus action punch while I have him grappled?
Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not?
All right.
Yeah.
So throw a
punch him while
rifle
he's down.
run on his head. It's
Okay.
a 23.
Yeah, that hits. We don't use inspiration though. Yep. So that's plus the 2. That's
Another-
a 6 damage.
Another 6.
Yep, okay. He laughs. He finally getting into it, lad. And with that, he jumps up and plants a foot on your chest, spending all of his movement speed to get up. It's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
It's only 6 damage. But then with his other foot, he flips over and kicks you under the chin. It's an 18 to hit.
Oh god.
And that's another 6 damage. Bob and weave,
Yeah,
lad.
I'm just gonna keep grabbing, so I'm gonna grapple him again.
Okay. That's a 19.
Oh, that's a 14.
Okay, you go to grapple him, but he breaks his way out. And he throws one fist, 2 fists, and the third one straight down the center. And I'm out of key points, by the way.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit. Dealing 9 damage.
Oh no.
That's a 12 to hit, which misses. And the final
I'm at
hit...
4 right now.
The final hit is... also misses! Imagine!
Oh my god.
Roll 2 3s!
I'm gonna like get up slowly because I'm on my very last.
Ah, you're
Burst of
feeling it, lad,
energy
are
I
you?
have.
Come on then.
I'm going to grab him and punch him as I grab him.
Okay. You need to beat a 12 athletics.
Fuck! I rolled an 8.
Okay. The grapple misses. Punch him.
The punch is a 10.
Okay.
Oh no.
He
It's
yawns.
not in my favor.
He yawns, folds his arms, and goes, "Try again."
Oh my god, this guy.
He's making a fool of you, bro. Come on. Come on.
That's a 19 on the grapple
It's a 4.
and an 8 and an 8
He takes 15 points of grapple damage.
and an 18 on the punch.
Yes, haha, now we're talking. And he quite simply just goes straight up with his hand. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh,
That's 7 damage.
that's game over.
Okay, the gameskeeper comes over and puts a potion of healing down your throat. You're restored to full health. Consider yourself long rested as well, so any actions except that you spent are dealt with. But he gives you a clap and he says, "Worthy opponent, lad. Just for reference, he's at 65% HP currently." Yes, tavern champions, as they go, you've picked the hardest one. Perhaps you should fight Karnuk sometimes with his braces of mithril strength. But he laughs and he says, "Oh, good on you. And by the way, the payment is made by the tavern, so you don't lose anything for fighting him. He's given 150 gold by the tavern as a champion. You don't have to pay up to enter. Only for a rematch."
I am ashamed.
You
I'm gonna
are.
keep my head down.
You chose to brawl with the tavern champion just before telling this young lass that her uncle's just died. So, yeah, if you'd like to proceed with that, perhaps we might let somebody else start the talking, hey, while you dust yourself off. The bartender hands you a pint of ale, by the way, Rook.
I'm not part of this conversation. I'm in the corner. I also have a level of exhaustion from using frenzy, so I'm just sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
You sit in
man.
the corner, restore yourself, short rest. Yes.
I'll go over there with Rook as well and just say give him like a little punch to the face, like, Well, look, you got some scars. The girls will definitely be flocking to you now.
I'm just a lonely old orc. No girls are gonna want me.
That's not true. Forget about it right now. Let's drink up.
Maverick, Kenna, and Leovold, you approach the young girl.
Yeah, I walk up to her and I say, excuse me, are you Hannah McGee?
That'll be me. What
Such
can I
a
do for you?
stupid name.
I didn't name the McGees.
You might want to sit down.
She's sitting. She looks
Okay,
at
well,
you a
you're
bit
making this
confused.
harder for me, Hannah.
Oh, apologize. What can I do for you?
Look, there's no easy way to say this, and I sit down next to her. Your grandfather, right?
Uncle.
No, uncle. Yeah. Your uncle and aunt are dead. They
Dead?
were, yes, they were killed and body snatched by some doppelgangers.
Perhaps,
and,
Maverick, perhaps all the details aren't needed.
Oh, what's your name?
Maverick.
Maverick, this is the
Pendergast.
best news I've had all year. My uncle was a bastard.
Well,
Will I get his
he wasn't.
inheritance?
Well, I'm not sure
Fantastic.
about that.
No,
he
it is
wasn't a nice
her named in the will.
doppelganger.
It is her named in the will. She appears
Um,
absolutely over the moon. Not the reaction you're expecting, perhaps.
Well,
Wow.
that's if he was an asshole, that's great. He wasn't a very nice doppelganger either. So,
Oh, let me buy you a drink. And she gestures over to whoever the bartender is. Sorry, my brain just went absolutely flaccid there.
Just gonna come from the back. What the fuck did she say?
just ask Robin to get it.
That's the word. She gestures over to Robin. Another two, please. Another two, please. And Sedek, the overran husband, brings over 2 pints of ale.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you get the farm in the will, but their bodies are buried in the farm. So,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Anywhere
you've got.
else? Oh,
No,
well, that's
We have
alright. We can get
Yeah.
rid of those.
they're not too deeply buried, you know. So,
Fantastic. Oh,
I'm just gonna
excellent.
stare in shock. I'm just gonna turn and walk away and go back to Rook.
Oh, I haven't offended your friend, have I? I don't think you understand. I was fostered by my uncle for 4 years, and they were the worst 4 years of my life. He was hell in every way. A ruthlessly nasty man, and his wife's not much better. Selfish, self-centered, arrogant bastard. And all I've really wanted out of them is their money, which is why I've kept up the contact. Honestly, I can... Oh, I apologise. I shouldn't be dumping my problems on you. Well, thank you so much for the news. And, well... Oh, what a wonderful day. Selleck, my uncle's dead! She calls out across the room, and Selleck sort of... Well, that's a fine result, isn't it? I'm glad he won't be coming here anymore. It seems that Farmer McGee was absolutely abhorred.
sorry, Hannah, before you go off to
Yes?
celebrate, there's a matter of payment.
Is there
Yeah, there is.
payment for?
For finding out what happened to your uncle and aunt, and the fact that we got rid of
Oh,
some
you mean the
doppelgangers.
bounty?
And really, if you're going after the money, I suppose us putting in a word to a certain higher up people, that would be kind of bad for you. So I suggest that you kind of, get your priorities in check, young lady.
She laughs. Nice try, lad. Your bounty needs collecting from the guard, I believe. It's got nothing to do with me. I merely mentioned that there were strange things going on over there. Other than that, yeah, I bought you a drink, didn't I? That'll do, won't it? I'll tell you what, you ever pop by in the future, you can have your pick of the crop. Well, I've still got
Pick
the
of the
land.
crop. Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here,
Yeah,
bitch.
Karen will do.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, you don't really think I have much to my name before. I wouldn't be hanging on for the money if not.
Yeah, it
Hold on.
seems like you and your uncle and aunt are suited for each other.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
by that I mean dead on the farm.
With that she rubs her hands together and she's looking so happy she really doesn't care what you're saying. She necks her beer and she skips out of the tavern.
Wow. I don't know what I just witnessed.
I've been
I'm
looking forward
going
to that interaction for so long.
I
As she
would
skips
like to
toward
purge
the
my
door,
mind
and,
of this shit.
Yes, Kenna?
as she skips toward the door and goes to walk out it, I'm just gonna thaumaturgy slam the door in her face, and then reopen it.
She giggles, doesn't seem to care, and off she skips. The bartender looks at you and says, "Will you be staying for another drink, or did you have pressing business?"
After what I just witnessed, I think I need something strong.
I'll take a what's the like
Fire whiskey. That's what they were. What
yeah,
Sly recommended as well.
I'd like a shot of fire whiskey, please.
Fantastic. And the rest of you?
I believe I'm fine currently. Thank you.
Got some
No, I'm
water.
fine.
Now I think I'll take a fire whiskey to go.
Excuse me.
In
Sorry.
a travel mug, please.
She puts a small silver shot glass on the bar. She fills it up with a sort of... The bottle looks like a metal skull. She fills it up as a deep purple liquid, and she lights it. And it's on fire, and she sort of slides it down the bar to you, Nibbled.
I slam my hand on top of it to immediately extinguish the thing, toss a coin onto the bar, neck that thing, and just walk out.
Okay. As you guys head out, it's now 1:15 in the afternoon.
Don't know if they're walking out, but I certainly am.
No, I'm going with you.
Yeah, I downed my shot and follow you.
Oh boy. So I guess we need to go to the guard now to get our reward for the McGee's.
Hmm.
I guess we can head to the guardhouse in order to claim our reward.
Okay. You would be headed to the guardhouse at the edge of town. Sort of the main gate.
So to make sure I have a consensus, if she's hanging off the side of a cliff, we don't pick her up, correct?
Agreed.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
We should
That's
also
a good party. Shag him off a cliff.
We should also see if the guards know anything. Oh well. Maybe we shouldn't ask the guards about Layla.
No.
Maybe not her specifically, but they might have some information.
Yeah, but so maybe we can get some type of clues to where to look.
Somebody's reporting people going missing, and surely they're reporting it to the guards.
Has to be. No, your idea was good, Maverick. Even kill two birds with one stone.
Okay. As you saunter on through the town, you're fairly near the exit to the gate. Gate exit, anyway. You approach the guard tower at the exit. Standing outside is a man, sort of very brawny man, full armor, sword over his shoulder. Sort of. Hey, can I help you?
We've come to collect on a bounty.
Looks over his shoulder. Cap! Somebody hear about a bounty? And, Captain comes down. Says, "Oh, this isn't regarding..." Oh, surely not. Maybe not, you guys. What is it you were trying to collect on?
There was a notice posted about a Farmer McGee.
Oh, okay, and he looks sort of disappointed. Says, "Oh, yes, did we find out what was going on up there? Oh, this is the doppelgangers, right? Yeah, we sent a man to bury them. It's you guys who slayed them. Impressive. Well. And he hands you a pouch, and a strange-looking belt. He said that this was posted by somebody up at the keep, in reward for the Farmer McGee bounty. I believe it might be the farmer nearby. I think the trouble on the land was causing them problems. He hands you the belt and the pouch. The pouch contains 500 gold pieces, splittable into some figure of some sort for you guys. Don't know how you do that. 83, I think. Yeah, 83 gold each. And a belt. Strange looking belt.
I'll use my wand of identify on the belt.
Fantastic, I thought you might. This is a belt of endless ration. In one pocket is a water skin. In one pouch is a water skin, and every time you replace the water skin in the pouch, it refills itself. And in the other pocket, you have a rations bag that refills itself each day. A very farmery item. It doesn't require attunement. And of course, you're the 500 gold. The captain turns to you and says, and you would know this, captain. This is Captain Harker. That is his surname. You perhaps wouldn't know his first name. He says, "That's such a disappointment. I thought you were here about a different bounty. Only posted recently, Vasquez, the Shadow, has been seen, in one of our, sort of very small local towns, he was passing through, and we posted a rather large bounty for his name and hoped that somebody would collect, but, well, perhaps he's not quite within your reach, although 2 doppelgangers, I must say, is impressive."
We'd
So,
certainly take the information.
he hands you over what looks a bit like a newspaper article, and this says, "Vasquez, the Shadow. He is the Silence key hitman. He is an archer who is known to never miss, and he recently entered an archery tournament at a local town, called Baldan. This is sort of along the road towards Garena. It is maybe a overnight stay. You could get there in a day, but you wouldn't be able to get there and back in a day on horse. And he recently entered an archery competition there, and then disappeared as the guards came to stop him.
Sorry, James. What did you say the guard's last name was?
The guard's last name, he's Harker. Captain Harker.
And what was the reward posted?
It wouldn't have said in the newspaper article. Perhaps the guard would tell you. It is 5,000 gold pieces. I'm really sorry for this music. I don't know what happened. Let me fix that. It started off as the right music, and then it just got a bit overexcited with itself. Oh, sorry guys, you can hear that twice, can't you? There we go. Let me just fix the cameras again. Yes, sorry. It's 5,000 gold pieces for Vasquez.
So, Captain Harker.
Mm-hmm.
I had a very different question. We all
Yes.
did. The homeless that are gone missing, do you know anything about them?
Well, yes, the biggest problem is nobody really seems to care to investigate. And don't get me wrong, the guard have investigated. But not to any success as yet. So they've all disappeared within town. As far as we can tell, they're not being smuggled out of town unless we've missed something. No corpses or anything, nobody turning up. So far, only the homeless have gone missing. One disappeared up behind the Regal Squire Inn. One near that abandoned house. And 2 up right near the keep. Sort of, they were last seen almost at the entrance to the keep and were gone before they reached the first building. And perhaps most strangely, the stable master reported one walking behind the stables, where he normally would take his rest, but never came back past, and when the stable master went to check, he'd vanished completely.
Well, that is most interesting.
No real reasoning, no knowledge, no sign has been found. The only thing that these killings had in common were the fact that there is a sewer grate somewhat near all of them, but we've searched the sewers extensively and found absolutely nothing. Merely the sewers. If you'd like to investigate further, I'm more than willing to spare you a key to the sewers.
Yes, please.
He reaches into his pocket, pulls out the largest keychain you have ever seen. I mean, this is like 4,000 keys, and he sort of flicks through them, and after a short while, he comes to this tiny little copper key, and he kind of hooks it and hands it over to you. You can see that there were 4 or 5 of these on his keyring, so he can spare it. And he says, yes, if you do find anything out, I mean, I'd be greatly relieved.
Thank you, Captain.
There is per se no exact reward, but I myself might find it in me to reward you with something.
Okay.
I appreciate
Thank
you
you very
looking into
much.
this, Lucius. And your friends. Best of luck to you. Don't
I'll
get in
take a-
over your head, mind you.
Well, me and my friends would definitely. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I just turned to everybody else. Should we check out the stables, or we have a few places to check out? Maybe.
I think perhaps the stables.
Okay. I guess we'll head to the stables.
You're not keen to check out the sewers, Lucius? Now that you can't get dirty.
Well, that is true. However, I just want to just look around the area. Maybe something can give us a clue, or something. Maybe something they missed.
I suppose it also doesn't protect from smells, so...
This is also true. Oh. As long as I'm clean before tomorrow, it should be fine.
But still, you have to walk through the keep smelling. Are you sure you can cope with that?
I mean, yes, I'll probably smell, but however, I'm still beautiful.
It's okay, as long as there's a river nearby, I can give you a shower.
Thank you, Liam.
And everyone.
Yeah, I'm sure you say that to all the hookers.
Wow.
Okay, shall we proceed? Where would you like to head? The stables.
Yeah, we're going to check the stables.
Okay. As you head over to the stables, you notice they're incredibly busy. There seems to be a large collection of mules, ponies, and even a couple of what appear to be war pigs involved.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But regardless, the stable master is sort of manning, and he's definitely in charge and coping. And of course, just behind the stables would be the where he had mentioned this beggar had gone missing.
I'm going to go to the stable master first.
Okay, this is Broccoli Irvine. You would know him. Sorry, I'll just throw these names out at you. Broccoli Irvine.
Well, that's the
Okay.
person who owns the stables.
He's the stable master. He doesn't own them. He runs them for the keep. The king, or the lord, Bantus, owns the stables.
Good afternoon, Irvine.
Good afternoon. What can I do for you? I hope you're not looking to hire a mount today, are you? I'm just busy as hell here.
Not today, however, I would need one for tomorrow night, if that's possible.
With carriage?
Yes.
I've only got 2 left. One is Lucius, you won't want it. The other, however, you will want, but it's gonna cost you,
What?
lad. It's gonna cost you.
How much are we asking?
45?
45 gold.
Well, of course. I'm trading anything else here.
Oh, broccoli. No. Irvine, don't worry. 45 is no problem.
Very good.
Also, can the horses for the carriage be black?
As if you would ask for anything else, of course.
Thank you. I will hand over the gold necessary.
Appreciate it. It'll be ready for you by 5 p.m. tomorrow evening.
Perfect. I'll be sure to pick it up.
Excellent. And
Oh.
can I ask, who are you taking?
A gentleman usually never kisses and tells. However, I've not kissed the lady yet, so I guess I'll tell you.
Oh?
I am taking Lorelei.
Oh my! Wonderful.
Yes.
I danced with Lorelei once at a ball.
Oh, how was it?
She swept me off my feet. Unforgettable.
Irvine, you dog. Well, hopefully she'll sweep me off my feet as well.
But anyway,
But I'm quite dexterous.
you said you were here on other business. What is it you needed?
Yes, the homeless man that went missing behind your stable.
Oh, goodness, we're playing detective, are we? Yes,
Yes.
I should... It's sad to admit, I have no idea what his name was. But he slept behind the stables every night, and it's fair to say when I fed the horses, I'd chuck him an apple or three. Every night. And he came past, and usually in the morning, you know, I'd see him sort of wander back and then wander off again. But I didn't see him wander off again. I went round, and there was his bedding, his bedroll. Nothing else. His bedroll has since been cleared by the guards, but nothing. And as you know, it's, you know, a 35-foot climb off the walls.
Yeah.
No one scales those without being seen. He didn't come in the back of my stables, and, well, there's nowhere else to go. So to explain, the stable's in the very corner of... I say corner, I mean, the keep's round, but it's, you know, there's the back of another building, and then there's, like, the road, and then there's the stables, and there's nothing else there. Apart from a sewer grate.
Okay. So, Irvine, that was awful nice of you. You let him sleep in the back of your stables like that.
Well, I mean, he's not inside, but yeah, I mean...
Yes,
poor
on
lad.
your property, I mean.
Yeah, poor lad. He needed somewhere to sleep. He was young.
Awfully nice of you. Well, if you don't mind, we're just going to take a look around there.
Of course.
And,
Of course.
yes. Oh, how much do I owe you for the carriage and horse?
45.
Oh, okay, 40. I'm going to step out and head back around the stables. Well,
Okay. As the group of you come round, it is literally open ground. It is cobblestones, a wall, the back of two buildings. That's it. The back of the other building would be the baker's, actually.
I assume we see a sewer entrance.
All you see is a grate on the floor.
Can I investigate it?
Sure, you can go over. It looks like a sewer grate.
There's nothing weird or
Nothing
anything
at all.
written
It's
on
just-
it, or
Nope, just your standard, you know.
okay,
rock sewer grate.
I lift it up.
You don't. You may try, but you need the key. There is a small keyhole in it.
No, I'll hand the key over to Maverick.
Okay. As you unlock it and lift it, it moves with relative ease. It looks like it's been used recently, quite probably by the guards in making their inspection. And a ladder leads down, and the sewer is fairly dark, but as it's daytime, it's a little bit lit.
Can I check where the bedroll was? Can I check around there?
Of course you can. Make an investigation check.
Yeah, I'd like to help him with that.
Okay, both of you make an investigation check for me.
It was on 18. We rolled to 5.
It's not going to matter.
Mine was a 5, but it adds up to 7.
Okay. Yeah, it's fair to say that what you see is a patch of sort of slightly cleaner marking in the dust, as if the dust didn't settle there as much. Probably where the bedding was. That's about it, really. Perhaps an apple core. But, you know, really disintegrated and decomposed. It's fair to say that you've been told by somebody, although I forgot, that this beggar disappeared 3 nights ago.
Well, Lucius, I think we've done a very thorough investigation. Perhaps we should
Yeah.
look at the sewer.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, did you get something in your eye as well? Oh, Jesus. I guess we'll go down the sewer.
Maverick, you're looking down the sewers, is that correct?
I guess.
Make a possession check.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna make me a save or something. I'm like, I don't know if I should be or not. And that's an 18.
Okay. It's dark, but you see a passageway leading sort of left to right as you look down, and a small bit of river water. You know, it's fair to say the water flows on one side and there is a path on the other. The path appears fairly well kept. It's cobblestone. It doesn't even smell that bad down there. You notice something a little strange about the water, however. It appears to be flowing a little faster than you might expect. Perhaps with some aid. I think it's fair to say you'd have to head down and inspect to know more.
Okay, I turned back to everyone else. So are we going down here?
We got a light because I don't think we're gonna be able to see very much. Even if we can see in the dark, I don't think we're gonna see very much in the way of detail without light.
Well, Lucius has a lantern now.
Yes, I have a lantern here, and even if you can take it,
I can lead the way. I
I'm
can see in the
eager to do
dark.
something. So can I. Let's I guess I'll head down first.
Okay, Lucius, as you
I'm
head
gonna
down.
follow right behind him.
Okay, Lucius and Rook, as you head down, you see the passage extends sort of 20 foot in each direction, and then turns the corner, both corners turning towards the keep, of course. That is about all you see. The water is rushing unnaturally. It's fair to say neither of you would know why.
Is it possible to stand on the sides to not be in the water, or we have
You're
to
all on the. There's a passageway. It's sort of 3 or 4 foot wide, and then there is a 4 or 5 foot wide river next to you. Well, I say river. It's canal, I guess. It's man-made. It's not, a river. Yeah.
Which way is the water flowing towards?
It is flowing left to right.
Left to right. I think we should follow the water, see where it leads.
Downstream.
Excellent idea.
Leovold,
You're
Maverick, have you come down the stairs yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I followed.
Okay, both of you give me an Arcana check, please.
1. Well, a 2, but not 1.
I got a 12.
Okay, you would be able to detect that there are minor water elementals within the water, both cleansing and pushing the water, and this is why it doesn't smell so bad and it's well kept. These are magically kept sewers.
Interesting.
I will turn and go to close the sewers when I happen to notice our cleric on the street.
Fabulous. Welcome in, Cal. Cal, if you'd like to briefly introduce the character that you play?
Hello, I'm Cal. I play Brother Olari Slade, a Peace Domain cleric and Water Genasi, who is currently nursing a pretty bad hangover.
Fabulous. Welcome back. Hope you had a good evening. Just a quick out of context question. Are the rest of you guys willing to go another 40 minutes, so we'd run over by half an hour? Just to give Ilari a bit of playing. Is there anybody
I'm
needs
happy
to
to go. I'm happy to keep going for like 3 hours. So.
I can't. I'm
No.
tired
Do you know, I
already.
can't
I
manage it
go
now,
for
but can you
another-
manage another 40?
Yeah,
If-
yeah, I can.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
tired, but I'll hold
So
on.
we'll run over by half an hour tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll run to 3, Jamel, as opposed to half 2. Otherwise, Ilari's managed to make it for 10 minutes. So,
Yeah, that's not
to
very good, is it?
summarise,
Yeah.
Ilari, you were spending the day with your dwarven friends who you had met as an ambassador. They worship the god Rao that you are a cupbearer for. You spent the day conversing and drinking and meeting them and seeing them again. It's unusual they'd make a trip this far north, so it is quite a joy to have had them by, but they have continued on to their business with the Lord, and therefore you are spared the afternoon. It's fair to say your character arrives a little bit drunk to discover that your party are investigating the missing beggars.
Oh,
A-
cool. I was hoping we choose that one.
A beggar was missing from behind the stables where there was nothing but a sewer grate present. The guards say they've inspected the sewers thoroughly, but you've decided to give them inspection of your own. I believe Lucius is leading with a lantern. You've discovered that the sewers are maintained by minor water elementals that are kept within the water. You are on a 3 foot wide passageway next to the water that is flowing left to right. You see in each direction a 20-foot path that then turns back towards the keep. So the path to the right turns right and the path to the left turns left. The water is flowing left to right, and your party were just investigating. Alora is... Kenna is now going to close the sewer gate behind you? Yes?
Assuming he's gone down first, yep.
Yes, of course. She's not going to shut you out. Yep, and just bear with me 1 second.
Well, while God is having an issue, I'm going to turn to Maverick and hand him my lantern. You can't see, right? You need this?
Yeah, no.
You're the
My
only-
silly,
Are you the only one
human
without dark
eyes.
vision?
Well, yeah, because we had a half elf, we have an elf, we have a fire genasi, a water genasi, and an orc. So I didn't want to repeat a race.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. So the group of you are down there. You can all see fairly well in both directions, and at the moment you don't really notice anything. Just the water flowing left to right in a well-kept path.
Okay. Since I've given my my lantern to Maverick, I will use my new true sight to look around, I guess.
Okay.
To-
The water would be almost invisible to you. It is ice cold. The walls, however, give off a small amount of warmth, being connected to the ground where the sun is shining, and you'd be able to see a little bit around. And you most definitely be able to see your companions, and the lantern would burn most brightly to you, brightest of yellows. Okay, and you headed downstream, you guys said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
You walk the full 20 foot down, and you see to your right a passageway leading approximately 20 foot ahead, and again turning to the right, but you also see a path off to the left from it.
Are there any signs of traffic down here?
Make a perception check.
What's better than the one upstairs? 13?
You perhaps notice the
Oh
trailing
no,
of
wait,
some
that's a lie. 17. Sorry.
Okay. You notice the trailing of fingers through the dust on the wall. That is it. As if they were running their hand along the passageway as they walk. But as you wouldn't know whether these are 2 days old, 3 days old, 4 days old, yesterday. Unsure. They're definitely not brand new.
Well, a
Do
guard.
you all see this?
Yeah, a guard wouldn't do that.
Unless it's a very carefree guard.
Hmm.
Should we follow it? See where it leads.
Definitely.
we can.
Seems to
I'm
be
gonna
the
lead
only
the way
lead we
and walk
have.
forward.
As we're walking, I'm going to mark the walls with chalk, just so we can recall back the way.
Where are you trying to mark this? It's on the corner.
Yeah, I'll leave it in the corner so that if
Make
we
a
turn
perception
around,
check.
see. Okay. $11.
Okay, you notice a small indentation on the corner that looks like a sword swipe.
Take a look at this. Maybe a fight?
Approximately 6 foot in height. No, it looks like a very intentional marking.
Intentional? So someone else was past marking this as well on the way down here.
Could
Would you
potentially
like?
have been guards.
Well,
Would you like
guard.
me to?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Leovold, go on.
Would you like me to leave a marker that's a little bit more visible for us? Something that's a little bit more lit up than just chalk.
If you want to, that's fine.
Okay.
Didn't want you to burn through any spells or anything.
No worry. This isn't anything that will be a problem for me. Leave create an arrow-shaped symbol on the wall. Somewhat illuminated. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
An illuminated arrow symbol on the wall, pointing towards the direction that we just came from.
Yep. Okay. Did
I can do another 2 of these.
Did the party say they wanted to follow the fingerprints? Finger trail.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 foot along, you see a ladder upwards. The fingertips end here.
And what's at the top of the ladder? Is it another sewer gate?
It is.
Are there any more sword markings on the wall?
Not here.
I just want to double check on the other side of the ladder that they don't continue on.
They do not.
I think we might have our ladder.
Anybody have a way of seeing up there without revealing our position, just in case?
Judging by how well you would know the town, you would know that this is going to come up behind Mikhail's tavern, where you were told another body went missing. that is open ground, in the middle of town. It's not, you know.
Maybe we should be following the scratch markings on the wall, because guards would know their way around the sewer. They wouldn't need to leave breadcrumbs.
There was another path we could go.
This would be
Perhaps we followed the
directly
fingerprints
opposite
in the wrong direction.
I didn't
Think
even
it-
consider that.
Yeah,
That's really
think
clever.
it's intentional.
The path just keeps going normally past the ladder.
Yes, then the other passage, your left turn, is immediately opposite you, and there is a small bridge over the water.
Hmm.
Where do we feel? Oh, which way is the water still flowing down, but this way?
It flows both down the passageway opposite you and down the other passage.
Well, which way do
I
we
think
want
we
to
should
go?
try the other. I think we should go try the other passage.
Is in the one opposite you, or the one back the way you came?
The one opposite.
Okay.
I'll lead the way that way.
Okay. As you head across.
As we walk, I'm going to summon Shakar.
Okay. As you head over the bridge, and ahead of you see a long passage, 20 foot, 30 foot maybe, and to the right and exits to the right and left at the end.
We're gonna get lost down here.
Can I inspect to see if there's any markings here or any type of
On the
footprints?
corner, you see exactly the same sword mark.
Hmm. So there's another marking here. So I
Are
guess
we at
we'll,
risk of
I'm not sure.
Perhaps we're following somebody. There's just no way to know if it's the right somebody.
If we are, maybe we should be a bit more stealthy in our approach, just to be sure.
Are we at risk of getting lost again, or
There are grates fairly often. You'd be able to get back up to town pretty easily. You can't really get lost without being able to get back. You just can't necessarily check that you've seen everywhere, unless, of course, you leave markings at every corner.
okay?
Actually, I have paper. I'm going to I'm just going to fall back a little bit while Rook and them take a head, and I'm going to start mapping out the sewers.
I'm gonna keep following down where this last mark was.
Okay. As you keep going down the passage in front of you, all 30 foot of it, you get to the end, and the path goes right and left. Again, the water flows away from you both ways, but to the right it goes a lot faster than it does to the left.
I'll take this moment to put another marking on the wall again, pointing the direction that we just came from. Just because this seems like a suitable crossroads.
Is there a mark on either the left or right corner from the sword?
Every corner you've come to, if you inspect it, you found the same mark.
Huh.
So both directions have the mark.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm also writing that down in the map as well. Each time we come across a mark, I'll mark it down and just label it.
I'm gonna roll
Okay.
dice. Let's say which way we go.
Just a
I guess we
reminder,
go.
I said so the water flows faster to the right than it does to the left.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
actually,
fast-
never mind. Let's go that way.
All those in
Right.
favor of going right say R.
Yeah, we're going right. I
Motion right.
believe it's the water's running faster that way, which is odd to say the least.
Okay.
Hmm.
You follow the path round to the right, and you get to the end, and it takes a turn to the right.
Right again. Okay.
Still nothing unusual.
Only the sword mark on the corner.
Seems like we're getting there, or do I feel anything? Like in terms of just change of energy, anything?
Bit damp, bit cold.
Okay. I guess
We'll
we'll
keep walking.
For those of you who are mapping in your head, you would realize that the way you're now going is going to take you back to where you started, except if you had have turned left when you got down. You see the path extends all the way past the path that you last passed, and then all the way back to your original path.
So we walk in a circle?
You will be if you go the whole way. You would know this. And the path is very linear. Use the only one path ahead of you. It has a turn to the right, which you would know to be the same path that you've been on before. Actually, we could do this.
Is the water still flowing faster?
When I say faster, I mean faster than... It is as fast as it was before. It is the path to the left that was flowing slower. Perhaps I didn't make that clear.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, that is some fucked up description.
Yeah, sorry. I
Yeah,
hadn't realised that...
I can't follow this right now.
Okay,
No, okay,
well,
I will... Let me do something for you.
We're gonna make a circle. Let's go back the other way.
Okay, where is
Agreed.
this? Just bear with me a second. I'm going to make this slightly easier for you guys. Oh, for goodness sake, go where I want you to. Let's get you an image up. And you can see what you've done so far. I've ominously called that dungeon, don't worry. It's just a sewers. Where's it gone? There we go. Okay. Problem is I can't keep going further on this, but it'll do for now. Let's grab your party counter. Right, so you started... Why? Give it back. You started here. You saw a path to the left, a path to the right. You took a right. You took another right, but instead of going to the end, you took a left. Went across, and as you stood here, the water flowed slower to the left than it had everywhere else, and to the right, it was running faster than it was to the left. If it was running exactly the same speed as it was before, you couldn't really tell, but it's definitely going faster to the right than it is to the left, or slower to the left than it is to the right, however you wish to determine that. As you got to here... As you got to here, you looked down and realized that the only two paths were back the way you came and back to the beginning. Obviously, you could then carry on to the left, but that is what you discovered so far. You're currently standing here.
Yeah, so just we go back the other
Travel.
way.
Let's go back to the slower path.
Okay, who's leading the way?
I am.
Okay. As you get to the end of the path, you see to your right now. Again, a 20-foot odd path that splits at the end. Lucius, make a perception check for me.
$24.
Okay, as you look into the water to your left, you see that there is a little bit of heat, where previously all the water had appeared ice cold.
I'm going to just grab Rook so he can stop. I just didn't whisper. I didn't want to make any noise. There's heat here, beneath at the spot of the water.
Beneath
been
the
cold.
water, you would know it's beneath the water.
Yeah, beneath the water.
Are there any like rocks or anything on the ground?
No, it's very well kept.
The water's flowing over it, yes?
Yes, but relatively slowly.
How wide is this thing?
3 foot?
3 foot, is that the water flow, 3 foot wide?
Yeah.
In that case, I would like to shape water on this.
Mm-hmm.
So that everything within this 5 foot cube of water area around just like flows out from it.
Out where?
out towards the other water, just bulging the water away, shaping the water.
So it's flowing and
directly
then
away from
going
this-
back straight away.
Yeah. So it's going entirely around this section in the middle.
As you do this, you see that previously the river had gone like this, there is a tunnel downwards.
Oh.
It is easy to see how the guards missed this.
This is a hole in the water.
It is a tunnel underneath the water, but the water... The path down appears to have no water flowing into it.
You clear.
Wow. Okay.
How steep does the tunnel look?
45-degree angle, maybe? Maybe 30? You could walk down it quite easily. And it is wide enough that a human could walk down it with ease. Oh, he's not coming to me.
Beautiful. Beautiful work, Leovold.
I can do one more thing. Just like this
how
last.
long can you keep this water going for?
Causing water to form in simple shapes and animating in my direction lasts an hour, but I'd like to do something a little bit more solid and permanent.
Mm-hmm.
This area that I've formed this sort of ring around,
Yep.
I'd like to freeze the entire outer segment of the ring, creating an ice barrier around it, and then freezing us a little bit of an ice path over onto it. So
So you can walk down the ice path.
and then down, and then sort of get down this hole, yeah.
Okay, you are
Creating,
able to do exactly what you've described, except that you cannot affect the actual tunnel itself.
So the tunnel itself, nothing has changed, but the water all around it is frozen.
Indeed.
Okay.
Is this
Uh,
magically protected? Maybe.
Must be some
well,
kind of magic.
this change that I've just done here will last an hour, so we have plenty of time to investigate.
Fantastic. As you're investigating, a small halfling pops up in the corner of the sewers and dashes a dagger at you.
Oh, come on.
Well, not you specifically.
Halfling's down
Not you
here as well.
specifically. Brother Alari, you take 1 piercing damage.
They're down here too?
They're
Down
everywhere,
those
son.
sewer halflings.
They
What
are
the fuck?
everywhere, son.
They're everywhere.
It's my fault. I probably should have noticed the whole water thing. It's
Damn
kind
it.
of my thing. Just karma.
It is
Was
what
that
it is.
Vasquez?
He does never miss.
I guess we can head down. Do you want to head down? What do you want to do?
Assuming we can get through if water can't.
Can we get in without touching the water?
Try.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
step
to
in.
drop a rock.
What rock? Where are you finding this rock?
That's a good point. I'm going to drop a copper.
Okay. The copper lands on top of where the water was. Even though there is a gap there now, it stops. It is now
I'm
hovering.
gonna try and step.
You stand
I'm gonna try
on
and-
top of where the water is.
I'm gonna not step. I'm gonna put my foot down and see if I can
The path goes 45 degrees upwards. But you cannot
Is
see
it actually? Is it stairs or is it like a ramp?
It looks exactly like the tunnel you're looking down at, but it's going up.
Mm-hmm. So if I try to put my foot down, I can't step into the hole.
No. You can take 1 step upwards, and it's invisible.
Well, that's interesting. Well, it seems like an invitation to me. Not feeling it, Leovold? You don't want to go?
I'm just rather confused.
Sorry, can I have a quick recap of what's happened?
He tried to step down into the tunnel that they had made from the gap, and instead found himself standing on top of where the water was, on an invisible path. As he tried to take a step down, he ended up stepping upwards. Except he didn't step, he just placed his foot there.
He's able to continue forward.
You're trying to continue forward?
Am I able to?
Okay, you step forward a step. The rest of the party no longer sees you.
Oh God. So what do I see?
What do you see? You see a small room, dimly lit, red candles. You see 4 bodies upon the floor and an altar.
Ook.
Rook,
Is it
are
just a
you-
Rook?
small?
He
Is
cannot
it just
hear
a
you.
small room?
Yes. Behind you, you see a swirling portal of water.
So I can see. There's no other entrance to the room though besides
No,
where I came
indeed.
from. I'm gonna. I'm gonna look at the portal of water and see if I can tell anything about it, or
Make an Arcana check. The Orc Barbarian speciality.
I'm going to attempt to follow.
ooh, I rolled a 20.
Okay, you realise that this is some form of magical teleportation portal. As you attempt to follow him, and he's currently inspecting the portal, you bump into him, but apart from that, you're able to walk in. Again, she disappears to your eyes, party.
Oh, so she came through the.
She did.
portal.
She's now standing in the same room as you.
I'm gonna try and follow as well.
Okay.
Yep.
You
Step
collide.
in
You
to the
collide
room.
with them. At this point,
Step a little further in.
they suddenly realise what's going on and they take a step back. The two of
Yeah.
you have now watched 3 of your party members spontaneously disappear, and you have heard nothing of them or seen nothing of them.
Oh, I'm following up now.
Yep.
There's now 4 of you in the room. Leovold, you taking the step?
Oh.
Okay. Brother Alari, you stand solo on the shore, wondering why all your party members have spontaneously disappeared into a river.
It occurs to me that they could just all be dead, so I take a swig of something and then I'll step in.
Lovely. You all stand in the room. Leovold, make an Arcana check for me, please.
Uh-huh.
Can I check the bodies while this is happening?
5.
Okay. You also know that this is a magical portal. Maverick, you want to inspect it? Take an Arcana check for me.
Arcana's not my strong suit.
That's a nat 20 for a 25.
Okay, right. You know that this is exactly what it looks like. This is an extra-dimensional portal. It's a portal to an extra-dimensional room. It is fair to say, Kenna, make a saving throw for me. Dexterity.
Okay, well,
And
that's
Lucius,
happening.
sorry, and Lucius.
Okay, well, that's happening. Can I go up to the bodies?
Not yet.
17.
Oh, 25.
Okay, you two both see a small purple, almost shaft of light appearing in the air behind you. Maverick has just told you this is an extra-dimensional area, and both of these rifts are coming from bags upon your pouches. With your dexterity remark, you have realized what is happening. Think fast.
I leave the room. I leave.
Okay, you leave. Lucius?
Yeah, I'm going to dive behind Kenna.
Okay, the purple shaft of light disappears to you all. I think it's fair to say you would have enough knowledge of the world to know you cannot put an extra-dimensional space inside an extra-dimensional space.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask. This is like the okay. Yeah.
You now know exactly what the room is and may wish to leave your bags behind.
Yeah. Okay.
Hand me your bag. I'll wait here.
You sure?
These are pretty valuable items.
DM heads up if you leave them. If one of you stays out. Yeah, why not? Stay out. Go ahead.
Wait, no, because what Kenna could summon her dragon, put the bags, put the things over the dragon's neck, and then get rid of the dragon.
And the bags would remain in place. No items on the dragon are vanished.
Yeah. I will say this: if you see my dragon, come help me.
Understood.
As this was happening, Maverick, you wanted to do something.
Yeah, I'd like to go up to the bodies,
Okay.
and I'd like to sit down cross-legged in front of them, and start performing Memories of the Fallen ritual. It takes a minute to do, and I'd like to do it for all 3.
When you do this, do you place your hand on their body?
No, I'm more just with both hands above the body.
Make an investigation check for me.
It is safe to say I am keeping my eyes peeled.
That's 17.
As you're moving your hands, the body begins to move.
Okay. I'll still. I don't know what to do with that information. Can I check to see if they're actually dead? Because I'm just going
You
on base.
feel no
Oh, yeah.
pulse.
So they're undead.
It is safe to say
Okay.
you'd have made that assumption by now. Yes.
Okay, I stand up and back away.
Okay.
And
What's in the
then-
room besides the bodies?
One
You
altar,
said there's candles.
4 red candles,
Okay.
sort of candelabras on the wall.
Uh-huh.
A couple of tattered scrolls on the altar. One body is wearing dark red long robes, and 3 of them look like homeless people.
Okay, and I'll let everyone know, like, guys, there's some unnatural, I mean, not that there's ever natural undead, but there's some unnatural undead afoot.
I would
I-
like to
I-
ask which part it is that clued you in on that. The fact that there's an extra dimensional portal, the fact that there's what could very well be a sacrificial altar, or the fact that there's 4 dead bodies. There's nothing normal about any of this. We know that for sure.
Why
Is any of the
Theobald
bodies
suddenly
female?
sounding smart? No.
I want to
You know
try
what,
some
something.
male.
I don't need any lip from a guy who's taking a hooker to the ball, okay?
Okay, guys, I don't think this is
Very
time
foul.
for this.
No, it is not. Roll
Just
initiative.
a lot today.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Lucius.
23.
Leovold.
10.
Rook.
13.
Maverick.
9.
And brother Alari Slade.
19.
Sorry?
19.
19.
Question, God. Was there anything, did any of that earlier consider a short rest before we came down here?
Yes, sure. Certainly you would have taken a short rest while Rook took one of the bar. Oh, by the way, Alari, you missed Rook taking on a bar champion who turned out to be a monk and he got his ass handed to him. There is a tavern champion in all bars, and usually the prize for winning is 150 gold and 150 gold for any subsequent fights from any challenges while you're present. This is, you do not need to pay to enter, only need to pay for a rematch. Now, for the purpose of combat, you will be Lucius number 1, Maverick number 2, Leovold number 3, excuse me, Rook number 4, Kenna number 5, and brother... What the fuck were you doing last combat? And brother Alari Slade number 6. Why was Kenna off the map last fight?
Oh, she was far to the side, I think.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
hiding outside the
Yeah.
cave, weren't you? I remember.
Hmm.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Not unlike this conversation.
Yeah.
This
And
one.
this one, you are just fucking not there. Sure. We're over here. Okay. As you are discussing what has happened with the first one, all 4 of the enemies rise. Where the fuck are my enemy counters?
Oh.
Am I missing these somewhere? There they are. Okay. You stand in a 20-foot... The room's circular, but the map is square, so suck it up. You stand in
Will
a
live.
circular 25-foot diameter room. Consider it your arena. Lucius, we come to you as this bodies stir before you.
The one in the red robes, does he, or does it seem to be
Ominous.
magical at all? Just
Yes.
ominous.
It's ominous.
Hmm. Okay, I'm going to move up a little bit. Just try and stand off to the side of them.
Okay.
Actually, I'll stand between E1 and yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, oh, sorry. Let me just grab my battle music. I don't know what's happening there. I'm gonna have to turn off the camera for a second. I can't skip it from my phone. It doesn't let me. It's really annoying. What I could do actually is ask one of you to skip it. I'll do that in future. Okay. Sorry, you step in between them.
Yes. I'm going to turn around, and this should catch all three. I'm going to spend 2 key points to cast Burning Hands.
Sick. Yes, okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Well, that's an unbelievable roll. That's an 11.
Perfect. They all take full
No,
damage.
I'm doing...
Oh, okay, okay.
That is a -1. And that is a 7. Yes, they all take full damage.
Perfect.
Full damage being...
About 8.
Okay. Wispy flames come from their previous clothing.
Sorry, say that one more time?
Wispy flames come from their clothing. They look slightly phased.
Okay, okay. And I use the bonus action to turn around and hit the boss with an unarmed strike.
Okay, roll to hit.
Wait, there's a boss?
29.
Well, it's the one wearing dark red robes. It appears to
Well,
not be.
I thought there was only 3 things in this room.
No,
That's 12 damage.
4 corpses. 3 homeless and 1 wearing red robes. Okay, he appears vaguely phased. Brother Alari Slade, you're up.
These look hostile, right?
They are very hostile.
Okay. Anyone make certain they weren't the friendly kind of undead.
No.
Wait, take that damage back. If I use... Yeah, it has to be an unarmed strike on my first action, so never mind. That 12 damage doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Cool. He's still unfazed. Brother Alari Slade.
I'd like to move within 30 feet of all of them.
That is not moving. The room is 25 foot in diameter.
Then I will channel divinity and turn undead.
Okay, your saving throw, please.
14.
14, nice.
Wisdom.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's an 18. That's a 2. That's a 16. That is a 24. So one of them got under a
Jesus.
14.
Cool.
The results of your turn undead are fear, correct?
Yeah, so they have to do everything in their power to dash away until they are struck, and it lasts for 1 minute.
The central enemy moves as far to the back of the room as it can, almost to the point of setting itself alight on the candelabra. Does that conclude your turn, Brother Alari?
That's me.
Okay, we come next to... Oh, the zombie continues to move towards the wall and try and edge its way away. That brings us to Rook.
Where's the portal? Is it behind us?
Here.
I'm gonna step into the portal,
Okay.
and I'm gonna yell, Kenna, we need your help. Leave everything behind that you don't need and come in quick. And I'm gonna, without explaining myself, step right back in the portal.
Okay.
Be back in the room.
Your
And
turn.
then I'm
just before we continue with Kenna, continue your turn, Rook.
yeah, I'm going to use the, what is it?
You've got enough movement speed to go out and come back in. You've got 30 foot of movement speed, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the wand of lightning bolt though.
Sick.
I'm gonna use it on the big bad. The one with
Where
the
you're
red robe.
standing?
Actually, move me to the right, so I bet. Move me to the right, so I'm
Like this?
not hitting Lucius. Yeah.
Excellent
Yeah, that
decision making. What's yours? Oh, you don't have a spell save, do you? Because it's a
I don't
wand.
know what. I don't actually know what it does.
I'm
With
just
fires
shooting
a
it.
lightning bolt.
Well,
Have
yeah.
I not given it to you yet? Shit.
I don't know, like, the damage and stuff for it.
Jamal, do you have a lightning bolt spell?
8d6.
No, you're not high enough level. None of you are.
Yeah, not high enough
Okay.
level.
It's 8d6.
Thank you. 86? Wait, what?
Yeah.
8d6.
No.
I cast it earlier today.
Lightning bolt, yeah, 86. Yeah.
What is standard?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
A lightning bolt's OD. It's strong.
Although, actually, it might be a con save.
It is a dex save, I know that much.
It is a dex save.
And
Okay.
it will be flat 14 at all points, by the way, Rook. And
Right,
that is
so-
exactly 14. So, oh no, sorry, I've rolled that on the wrong character.
Roll
oh,
86s.
yeah, just roll me 86. And we shall half it. It turns out that is a lot higher than a 14.
I'm assuming. 4, 4, 5, 3, 4, 6, 5, 1. Alright, that is 8, 16, 20, 32.
Okay. He is thundered. You see his hair crackle on end. His robes glisten with lightning bolts. He appears completely unbothered.
That'll end my turn.
Leopold, we come to you.
Okay. Right. Base 1 plus 5, I'm gonna say, and then 1 for the spell level. Roll a d20. Pass that check. Chaos Bolt on the big guy.
Damage type?
Uncertain yet.
Okay.
Roll to hit first.
Oh, sorry, yes, roll to hit first. That's a good idea.
13.
Not on the big guy. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Kenna, by the way, I'm giving you a natural 1 for initiative plus your dex modifier because you were stood outside originally. So that's a 5, is that correct?
I was just gonna roll in for next round, but that works.
Okay, no, that gives you 5 initiative. That's pretty much lost anyway, but yes. Leopold, does that conclude your turn?
Yeah. Let's
We
fuck
come
what
to
I can do.
Maverick.
Okay, so I am gonna take out my whip,
Mm-hmm.
and then is my ring a bonus? It's not. It's just a
You just
just-
enact it on hit.
yeah. So as I'm gonna take out my whip, and as I crack it over E2, I'm gonna use my ring and set
I'm
the
going to
whip
assume you're
aflame.
moving over a little bit. E2, the one that is feared.
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that hitting it ends its sphere?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Crack it.
That's 18.
That it. So I think the way it's created, you may have to roll everything separately.
That's 12 damage.
Including...
Altogether, yeah.
Right, okay. So your whip... Hold on a second, let me just go to it. You rolled the 1d4 and the 1d8?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, and then the 1d whatever that ring is. Okay, cool. Yep, how much damage did you say?
Oh,
Sorry?
wait.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sorry, that's 17 damage.
I thought it might be. There we go. You crack your whip and you drag him to hell. He is dead.
Oh, yeah, can I, as I, whip him, can it, be with such force it, chops him in half?
Sure. You shatter the beggar into various pieces, identifying him as going to be hell. Yes, he is massacred. Does that conclude your turn?
It does.
Okay.
That was the one behind the stables, wasn't it?
The red-robed mage pulls his hood back. You see his eyes shine with sort of crackling blue energy. He walks up to Maverick, and he extends his palm. First, his right palm. That is a 22 to hit. No, sorry,
sure.
I'm saying Maverick. You're not Maverick. You're Lucius. Sorry.
Yeah.
That is hitting.
Yeah, that'll hit, yeah.
And then he extends his left palm, crackling with a 11 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. He shocks you with his touch. 10 lightning damage.
Oh, this isn't the first time I've been shocked. Okay.
The zombie to your left steps up mindlessly towards you, and it swings at you with its fist. That is a 20 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
That is 2 bludgeoning damage. The other zombie... Oh, sorry. Zombie 2, you are dead. The other zombie steps up towards Maverick. That is a... He misses. He swings too slowly.
That's fine.
That brings us to Kenna. Kenna, you come through the portal, and what do you see? But a whole
First
room
off,
of
I
mess
dropped
behind you.
both bags
I figured
angrily
that. Yes.
outside.
I figured you might. Did you leave them with your dragon? Or did your dragon come in
No,
with you?
my dragon is with me.
Okay, lovely. You stand at the entrance. You see a strange-looking, blue-faced guy with crackling lightning balls in his eyes, and a shock of dark blue hair.
I'm gonna see him and I'm gonna hunter's mark him straight off the bat. And then I'm going to...
Just bear with me a second, sorry. Pull up my stat block. No, that's fine. Carry on.
I'm going to pull out an arrow. I'm gonna hold it up to my dragon and let it set it on fire, and I'm gonna shoot at
That's
the guy.
Wicked. Yep. Roll to hit.
That is 21 to hit,
That's hitting.
and that's I need another d8. 10 points of damage.
Really sorry, Leovold, did I miss your turn? I didn't, did I? No, you fired a chaos
No,
bolt, didn't you? Yep, cool.
Yeah, it did
Sorry.
fuck all.
Yes, it definitely did fuck all. Lucius, we come to you.
Okay. Nice of you to join us, Kenna. I'm going to turn
Sorry,
to the
sorry,
left.
hold on. Can we roll back? Kenna, is your dragon capable of attacking?
It can infuse other attacks.
Right,
With its
okay, so it
reaction.
doesn't attack. Okay, cool. So it doesn't get its own
But
turn.
I was actually wrong. It's 14 points of damage.
Okay, but it doesn't get its own turn.
It does, but it's a baby. I'm
Right,
not.
okay. Once it's grown, it will always take its turn immediately after you.
Right.
Okay, sorry, that was 14 you said instead of 10. Yep, cool. Yes, Lucius.
Okay. First, I see that my compatriots are handling the red one here. I'm going to turn around and hit this zombie that hit me for 2 damage. I'm going to strike him first with an arm strike.
Okay, roll to hit. That hits.
25. 11 points of damage.
You strike down with a sort of karate chop, and you go all the way through his arm. He loses an arm.
Nice. He's not dead though, yeah?
He's severely wounded, but not dead.
Okay. Then I'll just do another unarmed strike.
Okay, on him. Mm-hmm.
That's 12 damage.
This one goes through the center of his forehead. He is sliced to death. Okay.
Perfect. Ugh.
Brother Alari Slade.
Alrighty. Lucius, how are you doing on health over there?
I've been a little better. My coat is singed.
Alrighty. First, take this. I'm going to cast protection from good and evil on Lucius.
Interesting.
So, any undead fiends, edited as celestials or primordials attacking him. So you have advantage from frightened or being possessed or charmed by any of those things. And I'm going to bonus action healing word.
Oh, boss. I love a proper cleric. It's like, how do I help my party? Like, I love that. Oh dear. Okay. That's a 5.
5 hit points. That could have been better. But yeah.
that one could have been better. Just as I was water-bossing you. And does that conclude your turn?
Yeah, that's me.
Rook the lightning bolt.
You know, guys, I don't quite fight this many zombies when I hang out with my other friends.
Sorry, Lucius, you were gonna...
Well, I don't know if you'll let me say something out of turn.
Yeah, of course.
Someone check the bags.
Fuck the bags. I'm trying not to die. Rook, you're up. My lightning bolt throwing barbarian.
I'm gonna put the one away now, and I'm gonna run up to the right of the big bad guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look right at him and yell, "Do not touch my friend."
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Yep. And then roll to hit with advantage, please. You are flanking.
Ooh. Bring it down. I pressed the wrong thing. Don't worry about that.
Might be useful.
First one is 17.
That hits. Roll a second one. See if you crit.
No, 15.
Okay. And you gave me 10 damage, correct?
Yep, 10 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he's hit. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes, it does.
Okay, Leopold, you're up.
Okay, this one is an 8 to prevent bad shit happening. Or, you know what, crazy shit happening. That's a 6. Right. Add a d20 to see how chaotic this shit is. Oh. Right. D100.
Yeah,
But that's a black hole.
No, he can't do that.
Okay. This spellcast will have an interesting effect. So, spell in question is 2nd level magic missile at the big guy. Okay, so the first dart is 2 force damage. Second one is 5. Third one is 2. Fourth one is 4.
Okay. And the effect?
The effect... Something sparkly and sort of swirls around me, and the effect of the wild magic is I'm immune to disease for a week.
Sick.
That'll be great for when you go to the ball.
Yeah, no, I can't catch anything, that's for sure.
Does that conclude your turn, Leopold?
That does indeed conclude my turn.
Maverick, I turn to you.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to. I'm gonna run up to Lucius, and I'm gonna put my left hand on his back and my right hand on his forehead, and cast False Life.
As you do, the zombie that you walk past takes a swipe at you. Don't worry about it. Carry on, as you will.
And so like no, the 3 spirits like appear and like also put their hands on Lucius, and like dark green like energy like swells from me to Lucius, and he
cuts out. That's what he does.
He gets 8 temporary hit points.
All hands on Lucius.
Seems so. Thank you, Maverick.
Does that conclude your turn, Maverick?
It does.
Okay. The red-robed creature raises its hands like this. Everybody other than Rook, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. No, sorry, Rook and... who's 3? Leopold.
Wait, I'll make a save, is it?
No, you don't need to, so,
Okay.
Maverick, Lucius, Kenna, and Brother Alari. Did anybody get under a 14?
No.
Wait, what am I doing?
Dexterity
dexterity
saving
saving
throw,
throw.
please. Alari did.
I got a
Maverick
5.
did, okay. Maverick and Alari, you take. Can't be right. No, that's not right. Sorry, let me do it. Let me roll the right thing. There we go. You take 18 points of lightning damage. The other two take 9.
Jesus.
Yes, the first one rolled as a 161. I thought can't have done that right. It's like
So, am I out of range or? Am
yes,
I...
it's a 5-foot cone,
Okay.
so it just hits
Right.
these 4, right? Yes, okay.
Oh, wow,
He
okay,
then
miracles.
turns to. Believe it or not, he can still make a second action on his turn. He turns to Maverick and he raises a palm. Oh, sorry, I keep confusing you two. He turns to Lucius and raises his palm. 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is 6 lightning damage.
Oh.
Good, because you would have killed me.
Yeah, no.
You would have killed me.
He can't reach through Lucius to you. That is just, yeah, you know what's going to happen. I just keep confusing the two of you for some reason. Yep, okay. The zombie out here, our E3 friend, heads mindlessly in a straight line, as you would expect, and swings at Leopold.
That's fucking rude of him.
Mate, he just looks at what he sees and he swings. That's
Fucking rude.
14 to hit.
Yep.
That is... Oh, solid 2 bludgeoning damage. And we come
Tickled.
to Kenna.
Seeing that one approach, I'm gonna run around to the other side of it and take a swing with my short sword.
Shh. You roll to hit?
25.
Yeah, that's hitting.
Uh,
What did you hit? Short sword?
If it's a natural 19.
Jesus.
Yep.
Alright. There you go.
That's 11 points of piercing and 4 points of fire.
Decapitated. He did.
You're welcome.
We turn to Lucius.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Seeing as Maverick has been hit, he's quite hurt. I'm going to do what I do best.
Are you
I'm
not?
going to punch him.
You're going to punch him? Okay. Sorry, who are you punching?
The boss. The other one's dead already. Remember, I broke his neck. Well, I shot straight through his head.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you said, seeing as Maverick's injured, I turn to him and punch him.
Oh, no.
Considering that, whoa.
If anyone's going to kill your brother, it'll be me. Okay, yeah.
That was 26 to hit, and that was 10 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a key point and flurry of blows.
Yep.
Fucking shit.
That's a natural 20. But 30 to hit.
Jesus.
30 to hit. Fucking monk things.
Fucking crazy.
Another 13 damage.
Yep.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Did you roll twice to hit with flurry of blows and hit twice?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, hold on. He's flurried with half a blow. Flurry of blow.
This one was 14.
That hits, just.
Another 10 damage.
Fucking hell.
Okay. He appears wounded.
Wounded.
Brother Larry Slade, you're up.
I know.
Okay.
Are we about to play tag? I love it when
Well,
we
we're
play
not
tag.
going to, because
Oh.
I'm never. We're not going to because I'm never turning dead again. I'm going to start remembering to just hold on to my channel.
Right, of course you use your channel divinity for turn undead. What a shame. I love
So,
playing tag.
Just gonna go ahead and play single person tag by running behind Maverick, who I believe is about to die, and I'm going to cure wounds.
Okay.
want you both to know I resent all of you deeply for making me come this close to the enemy.
Okay. That brings us to Rook.
I'm going to attack recklessly.
Give me 7 points of health for Maverick.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Alari.
I bring my battle axe down. So that's 13 and 17. So that'll
17
hit
hits. Yep.
for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then using frenzy attack, I'm going to bonus action hit him again, also recklessly.
Cool.
So 13 and an 18.
Yep. Fuck knows. Let's ignore this stupid bot.
For 4 damage.
Okay. He's still standing. Brings Leopold.
Right. Let's spin the wheel again. Anything below an 8 is a
Fingers
spin.
crossed 29.
It's
That's a
we're spinning
nat
again.
one.
It's a nat 1. Let's see how extreme. It's moderate.
Ooh.
That's
That's a big
9.
number.
You and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to thunder damage for 1 minute.
That's clutch.
A sort of wave of energy just ripples through the room, and
Okay.
vulnerabilities become realized quite rapidly.
So, sorry, that is resistance to thunder damage, yes?
Gain vulnerability to it.
Well, that's pretty incredible. You picked a good timing for that. Your turn.
Yep. That was the 2nd level spell.
Sorry, what's the range on that?
Rolled on.
The invulnerability?
30 foot, you said?
30 feet. So
Oh,
everything in the
that's
room.
Yep. Including the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Vulnerability to thunder damage. That's the 2nd level spell slot effect, and yeah, this is a magic missile.
Okay.
4 more magic missiles fly out at him, striking for 3, 4, 5 to 3.
Okay, he appears severely wounded. He raises his hands. You are all invulnerable to the... ...21 lightning damage coming across at you all. Well, I mean, you could have made a dex save, but yes. Clutch work, Leopold. Maverick.
Wait, what? Hang on, say again.
You
what
are
happened?
all invulnerable to the 21 lightning damage that just shocked
Why are we
across the 5
invulnerable
of you.
to the lightning damage?
Yeah,
You just said you're
that's just
invulnerable.
thunder damage. To thunder.
Thunder,
I said
lightning?
gain vulnerability to thunder.
Vulnerability?
Yes,
Oh.
exactly.
Oh!
Make a dex save,
Thunder.
please, everybody other than Rook.
By the way,
Make a
thunder is not the
dex
same as
save.
lightning.
No, it isn't. Okay, so it's just lightning damage. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought you said
I got a-
invulnerability. Okay.
No,
I got a
Very
nat
much vulnerable.
20 for a
Sorry, did
22.
anybody roll under a 14?
On a
Leopold,
dex
Kenner, and
save here?
Brother Alari, yeah.
10.
Okay. Kenner?
No.
Dex save?
21.
And Alari, 11. Okay, if you rolled under a 14, you take 21 lightning damage. If you roll over a 14, you take 11.
21?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
unconscious.
Yeah, I'm unconscious too.
Oops. Kenner, are you alive?
I am.
Your turn.
Leopold, did you say unconscious?
Leopold's unconscious, Maverick's unconscious, and the rest of your party teeter on low health. Rook, however, appears completely unfazed with his side-on positioning. You have created a complete cone for me, by the way.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Leopold.
Can anybody in this party not heal? Okay, cool.
I did not.
Raise him up.
I didn't know you had that.
Oh, that's an 8, so that's 12 points of healing.
Okay.
Alright, I'm up.
And
I'm up.
I'm going to run over to the side of
What an excellent
Uh,
decision. Let's
yeah,
put you
up
up
further.
up there. Yeah. Completely
Yeah.
out of range of everyone else. Fantastic
Yes.
decision. And that brings us to Lucius.
Okay. Yeah, it's time for me to step left. Shouldn't give me opportunity attack because I'm not stepping out of his range. But I will step to the left of him, so I'm completely flanking.
It's fair to say you're his target. So, does that work?
Oh, so the cone will switch? I would say you move the cone around, I'm assuming.
No. I mean, he was coning at you, and he's
Uh-huh.
now
Oh, you're right.
so you're the person he's targeting. I mean, I suppose he's still standing still, but I don't see how he'd be particularly distracted. He was facing you. But
Yeah.
you don't particularly need advantage to hit the poor guy, so roll away.
Okay. Yep.
It's fair to say the rest of your party's now flanking, though. Apart from Kenna. Yep. Roll to hit. That hits.
12.
Describe his demise.
Perfect.
No.
Simple. You said no? Simply after seeing Maverick go down,
And Leopold, who somewhat also
and-
care about.
and Leopold big time. I care about everybody, but seeing them both go down, I'm going to hit him first in the stomach so that his face comes down to my at least that to my stomach. I'm gonna bring my hand up and grab him by the face and lift him off the ground, and then I'll just crush his head.
Beautiful. I love it. As you do, no blood spurts out, no gore of any sort. You see sort of some mechanical workings underneath. This is a construct of some sort. The others, however, laid out perfectly normally, although zombie-ish. Yes, that concludes our combat.
At the end of that, I should have said also, you can see like some of the dye has come out of my hair, and it's red now. It's like bright red.
Nice. You stand victorious.
Who is unconscious?
Maverick.
Maverick.
Me.
You are out of
Me.
combat. You may take turns as you wish. Alari, are you also unconscious?
Yeah, I cast Cure Wounds on Alari.
Good decision.
Okay. Thank you.
7 points.
Feeling pretty nifty over here. As I walk away.
So Maverick's still on the ground, right?
Yeah. I
Yes.
think Alari is probably the person you're going to turn to for that.
More than
Can-
likely.
Can I inspect the altar?
Upon the altar, you see merely a strange black gem. Nothing else.
Take it. I tell Lucius to take it.
First, I'm going to take for my torch. I'm not going to light it, but I'm going to like push the gem with the torch. Does anything happen?
Yes, the torch is yeeted from your hand and is flung across the room.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Good job on
The
that touch.
10
Psychic
for a cure
fail.
wound for Maverick.
I'm gonna walk out past the
Maverick,
torch
10
and
heal wounds.
find my bag.
Okay,
You walk
as
out
I
past
like,
the torch and what, sorry?
Find my bag.
Yes, okay, both of your bags are untouched outside. No, please don't
Set
bring
the
them
dragon on it, and I go back in.
in. Okay, cool.
as I like come back to consciousness, I like panic and like if I'm like laid on my back and then sit up, I like push myself with my hands to like shift backwards, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're scooting backwards on the floor.
That like terrified look on my face.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Can I check the construct?
Yes, as you look at the construct, inside its red robes, you see a sort of scroll with a tie around it. You also see in his other pocket a strange rod.
I hand these to the more arcane inclined members of the party.
Um,
Scroll and
okay.
rod, I'm not sure.
you also
Mind if I
find,
take a little peek at the rod?
sorry, just bear with me a second. You also find I need to roll a D100. Sorry, I missed that check. You also find a strange-looking coin with yes inscribed on one side and no on the other. You also pass this to Maverick. However, Leopold, you wanted the wand, is that correct?
The
Or
rod thing,
rod,
yeah,
yes.
is it?
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Is the coin
That's
just
it.
a coin?
I'll get to you in a second. Leopold, make your Arcana check.
13.
Okay, you haven't got a fucking clue.
Okay.
But it's a rod.
Well, I can use my wand of identify on said rod.
Okay, you have Lucius, did you keep hold of the scroll, or did you hand that over as well?
I handed it to both of them.
Okay. Maverick, you hold a scroll in your hand and a coin of indecision, a gold coin with the word yes on one side and the word no on the other. Give it a flip. Are you catching it in your hand or letting it drop on the floor? It stands exactly on edge.
Ow! I just slapped it down on.
Well, I know,
back
but
of
I
my
decided to
hand.
vaguely ignore that because this is a coin of indecision. If it is flipped while asking a question, the coin always lands on its edge.
Oh, it's fucking pointless.
No, it's not pointless. It's, I'm sorry, this is what Jack designed for you. However, as you unfurl the scroll, you see a series of instructions written in common. These say... What do they say? Let me get the note. At dusk upon the night of the hunter's moon, the final innocence must be sacrificed. S.
You cut out.
At dusk upon the hunter's moon, the final innocence must be sacrificed. Signed, S. With a strange, sort of, it's a 5-pointed star, but with a sort of X through it, in a circle.
Okay.
You would know that the hunter's moon is the 31st of the month.
And
Right,
we're
so-
on the 26th.
Yeah.
So we've got 5
24th.
days. I swear you said 26.
We'll check in the board.
Oh, it's the 24th.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 24th.
Alright.
The ball is
So
on the
one week.
25th, so I'm hoping it's not the 26th. Okay.
Okay, so what was this rod then? I have no idea what the
You
fuck
haven't
it
got a
is.
clue. Maverick, do you want to
I
try?
use my wand of identify.
Nothing happens.
Okay, can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Careful. I remember last time. It could be cursed. Careful.
Oh yeah, we never did the help Rubens.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about
don't
to
worry,
ask.
Robert's helped himself. Check your Arcana check.
That's a 19.
This is not a rod of magical nature, but instead a rod of mechanical nature. It appears to have some magic imbued in it, but it is primarily mechanical. You are able to glean that perhaps it might have assisted in the animation of the construct that you have just defeated.
Oh well, honey.
Mm.
I would like to.
Maverick, interesting.
I would like to.
What would you like to do, darling?
I would like to go over to the guy, the person who was in the red robes, sit down cross legs, and perform Memories of the Fallen. And because I
don't want to ruin another one.
Witnessed him dying.
Josh, it's a construct.
I get another memory.
It's a
don't I?
construct.
So he's got memories.
Fucking
No,
doesn't,
they don't
he's
have
mechanical.
brains, they can't have memories.
I feel like you're duping me.
I'm
out.
sorry!
I assumed you meant like a warforged.
We rolled once on a guy coming back to life and once on a mechanical construct. I'm sorry.
Just say it, James. You hate me.
Yeah, I hate you.
While Maverick is doing that, can I possibly look around for any evidence of perhaps Olga's niece? Is that your niece, cousin?
You have 3 men in a construct dead on the floor. You may assume perhaps that Layla is one of the innocents that must be sacrificed on the dusk of the...
Yeah, I figure.
moon.
I just was wondering if maybe she was, because she's gone, maybe she was here, but I guess not.
This room is... That is all you find.
Is there any other? There's no other sign that seems to point toward a different holding area.
No.
Is there no further clue on the scroll, maybe?
Can
You
I
used the wand
investigate
on
this
the-
altar?
Sorry?
You said there was an altar in the room earlier?
Yes, on that altar was 1 black gem and
Yeah.
nothing else.
Use the
Is
wand on the
this-
gem.
Careful touching it. It threw the torch out of my hand.
I'm not sure a wand of identify actually needs to touch the item. Would you like to point
Okay,
it
well,
at it?
sure.
This gem is maintaining the portal. It appears that you understand from its magical nature that if it was turned 90 degrees, the portal would lead somewhere else, and again 90 degrees would turn it off, and 90 degrees would lead a portal somewhere else. So it has 3 different exits, and it has itself. However, we are going to stop there. As I think the party would, before investigating this any further, like to take a rest, perhaps in this room, perhaps out of this room. Which?
Out of this room.
Out of this room. Would you like to head back to the tavern for the night, report your stuff to somebody else, or would you just like to take a rest in the hallway of the sewers and then re-enter the room?
I want to come back in the room.
Yeah, I'd like to stash the bags somewhere safe.
Didn't we get a teleport? Well, that's only one way, I guess.
No, it's last an hour.
I say,
you are.
Oh, well, then
you
we
are
could use
mere
the teleportation scroll.
that wouldn't give you a long rest. However, you are a mere 10 foot
No,
from the ladder
but
to
it-
Mikhail's.
But it would, sure.
Yeah.
I was going
I
to
say
say
we
we
go in the
could just
hallway.
You'd be
use it to,
teleporting
drop the bag
15
off.
foot.
Yeah, I say we could climb up this ladder here and go to the inn that's right there above
Yeah.
our heads.
Okay.
So, over the course of your long night, you dwell on the experiences you've had. And for once, you are going to get a very early level up.
Yay!
As I did not expect you to take this fight so early. I didn't expect you to have a way of finding it until Lucius had his eye problems this morning.
Yeah, I think we could tell when you knocked 3 of us out.
And this fight was a little high level for you. So congratulations. You are now level 4. You may get your weapon master's feats, be able to hit shit, and find all sorts of other interesting things. Which leads us to our MVP for the day. And for once, I am going to start off with the nearly MVP. Because I genuinely thought that Leopold said you were invulnerable to thunder damage and thought thunder and lightning damage were the same thing. So I thought you just saved yourselves 3 deaths, and then it turned out you were vulnerable to damage that he couldn't do anyway.
Yeah, it turns out that Jamal is actually the big bad of the game.
That was my near MVP. However, my MVP today has absolutely got to be Shakar.
Oh, yeah.
The spawning of a dragon is something monumental, and we will turn back to this moment at the end of the campaign and be glad for it. So
Cutest fucking thing ever.
let's see how big he gets. So MVPs, I come first to Rook.
my MVP is daddy problems.
The daddy problem sharing corner. I like it. Alora.
Oh, come back to me.
Cow. You had half an episode. Pick one, quick.
My MVP is exploding bags in exponential spaces.
Yes, I'm very glad I didn't go with what I was. I mean, I suddenly realised you're in an extra dimensional area with an extra dimensional bag. I thought if they get over a 14 dex, they can take them out. I was quite glad you did. I really didn't want to go to the astral plane. So, yep, I'll definitely roll with that. Jamal?
Tough to say. Can it come back to me as well?
Sure, Josh.
I would probably say I was really happy that all of my friends are taking hookers to the ball. I love that for them.
And Lucius.
Oh.
Kira.
Oh, yes. Most definitely Lorelai.
Just wait till you see the black leather dress. I
Yes.
return to
Oh, yeah.
Aurora.
I think it might have been Rook getting his butt kicked at the tavern.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was
fun.
pretty good to be fair.
And finally, I return to Jamal.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Lorelai as well. That was quite amusing.
I'm really happy with this episode. I think we got a lot done. We found dates for the ball. We let
Press
Brother
pinged into
Alari have a party with some dwarves. Leovold got hit on by a person of the wrong gender and still said yes. We fought a tavern champion for the first time in any of my campaigns. Bear in mind, the same champion remains until they're defeated, so obviously they're probably a little higher level than you right now, hence your ass kicking. Also, most of them aren't monks. Unarmed combat with monks is a lot harder than unarmed combat without monks, but hey, Sly wanted to show off. We had a dragon hatch, summoning Maldranic out of nowhere, and we nearly died. I mean, fantastic. That's a lot of things. I really didn't think you guys would discover this. I thought it was going to be a long walk down what's my favorite phrase? Long walk down a sandy beach to a cafe that was closed, while you didn't find the entrance to the cave whatsoever. I will now give you for free that the slash marks on the walls, 100% done by the gods. As per the fingertips.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but I just thought why am I giving it for free, or why were they done?
No. Yeah, why would they do it?
To mark off where they were checked, because different patrols would check different parts of the sewers.
Right.
So they had to show which bits they'd got up to, so that between the patrol, they could find the whole area.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually flummoxed as to how you would have found this without that. The elementals were a little hint, and eventually the elementals were going to stop working, but it was going to be the night before. So I'm quite pleased that you guys found it early and nearly got yourself killed. Brilliant. I love it. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for playing, guys. If you'd like to wish everybody goodbye, I will take us on a raid.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Next
Thank you.
See
time.
you next Thursday.
We are going to raid Dungeon Dave. I do like a bit of Dungeon Dave. I don't actually know what he's doing right now. So let me find out. I wasn't expecting him to be live today. And yeah, thank you so much for my players for playing. Thank you so much for my viewers for participating. Thank you for staying the extra time to allow Cal to have more of a full session. And I shall catch you guys tomorrow for... Oh, it's the Chronicles of Dristo Erden tonight. And tomorrow we will be attempting to stop a bar from descending into chaos. See us at 7 PM EST for our weekly one-shot. Good night.